drop in the ocean, just a face in a crowd waiting to be seen. Big dreams set in motion. I wanna go where no one's ever been. I would climb the highest mountain. I would dive the deepest sea, just so I could make you feel what I feel. Aiming for the sky. Yeah, I really thought we'd make it. Got my head in the clouds, but I can see the world from up here, from up here, from up here.
Well, hey there. Welcome to 757 Spy Flight. Happy weekend to you. I hope you are doing well. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget, they've got the blue line and I think the orange line here to taxi on, as well as the yellow line. So you might get a special taxi line. Hey there, welcome on in. Thank you for coming by today. Happy weekend to you. First big weekend of 2026. And I hope your weekend and your new year is already off to a good start. It's going pretty good here. We got a little bit of snow on the ground here in beautiful downtown Hamburg. So we've got some snow on the ground here. But I think we've also got a little bit of snow on the ground where we're going. There was reports that there was going to be heavy snow overnight in the mountains of Innsbruck. And because of that, I went and checked early this morning in the sim, and sure enough, there's a little bit of snow on the ground in the sim. So I think we're all ready to go. JSG Droid, welcome aboard. Hi, Pratt PT. JSG Droid and Loviz are going to fly that route. Denix, I think I'm a little bit off of that route. So you've got a special route for that one? I didn't think that was the VATSIM recommended. Oh, that's what VATSIM recommended. I didn't know that VATSIM had a recommendation, so I must have missed that one or something along those lines. So do I need to redo my flight plan here? Clappy, welcome aboard. Mr. Jazz, just turning on the jazz right now. So we will get things nice and jazzy aboard our Ryanair flight. But yeah, there should be some snow, but last time I checked, you can see them in SimBrief. So let's go ahead and take a look here. It could be that my route needs to be redone here. So let's go ahead and clear this, and let's go ahead and edit the flight and see what we got. Your route comes in from the west. Yours is from the east. So let's see if I can go and redo my route here. So there's my route, and what you're saying is we need to do route to LOWI, Amola to Denix. Let's see, do we have Amola to Denix here? Here we go, Amola, the M85. This is the route that you're doing. And that takes us, so let's try and see this one. So this one's over closer to the east, okay? So let's go ahead and go with that one. It says the route is valid. So I'll generate the flight plan, see if I can't refile. Let's see, Mary Arbitrary. Good to see you, Mary Arbitrary. Thank you for reminding me to do a little hydration. Thank you for stopping by. This is our first flight today. If you're new to the Spy Flight, welcome. This is just a bunch of people who love airplanes, love flight sim, like to get together and fly all over the world on VATSIM, and you know, every flight's a little bit of an adventure for us. So thank you for being here. Good to see you. I know that there's some new folks coming in all the time all over on the YouTube channel. The YouTube chat does work, so please be sure and say hello. Usually at the beginning of the live stream, it's a little bit on the chaotic side, but that should be okay. All right, let's go over and see if I can refile this over on VATSIM. Hi, Laxon. Laxon checking in from Boda today, and that's going to be flight level 330 on this one. And file. My flight plan is now locked by ATC. Okay, let's see. About the best I can do with this is change my call sign. So I'll change my call sign and I'll be Ryanair 445. Means I have to disconnect. And hi, Derek. Welcome aboard. Good knob and him. Yep. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Okay, that one's now filed. And so that's good. Let's see if I can refile it as 441 now that I disconnected. Maybe it'll unlock it now that I'm disconnected. Oh, okay, cool. I can do it. You have to get offline. All right, so that's good. Now I'm going to try and reconnect here. Ryanair 441. Okay, so I've got that new flight plan, and that's all good to go. Cool. Let's see here. Let me go. The one thing I need to do is grab this and just put this over in my goofy little flight notes here. Otherwise, I won't know where I'm going, and if you don't know where you're going, you get lost, and then that's embarrassing. Okay, this looks good here. All right, so that's good. Oh, we got a bunch. Flight level 330, that's at the top, so that's good to go too. All right, cool. We got that flight plan. Now then, I need to hop in the cockpit and make a change. So let's come on down here. And I need to unpin some things here because we're changing some stuff. So we're going to have to go and get all of that out there. Let's go to search mode. Let's go to the top, and we're going to request new data from SimBrief. Let's see what happens. Request new data from SimBrief. Okay, there's the eastern route there. So that looks really good. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go and figure out where we're going. Let's make sure this is the new flight plan. Flight level 330. So that's the new flight plan. Now we're going to come back over here, go to departure, and we're going to go to Hamburg airports. And let's go over here, go over there. And my SID has changed. It's the AMLU 3 Bravo departure. AMLU 3 Bravo. All right, let's go and see if it's in AMLU. Oh, look at that. It's at the top. Okay, so there's the AMLU 3 Bravo. Let's pin it in there and make sure that there's no initial climb clearance is 5,000 feet. You never want to mix that up. Okay, there's the AMLU, so we got that. That's really good. Now let's come over to the arrival. And we're still doing, we're doing the Tulsi arrival now. Tulsi 3 Alpha. So Tulsi 3 Alpha. Does that it should put us out at Rattenberg, right? Yeah, it puts us out at Rattenberg. So there's Tulsi, there's Rattenberg. Come on over to the approach. We need the localizer and maybe the circle to land if we're going to get to circle to land. And then we need an airport chart. And that's all the way at the bottom. Okay, we've got the correct charts here. So now that's it. That looks pretty good. Now then, let's come back here. We may need to do EDDH to LOWI. Let's try and see if this SimBrief is updated. Okay, EDDH to LOWI. Let's do payload. And see if that's correct too. It may have changed. Let's set fuel. You know, we can tell by the fuel because it's going to be different, right? So the fuel, it should have boarded for this new flight 7.053. And we are boarded with, oh, you got to do math. You have to add them together. All right, 3 and 3 is 6 plus 5. I think they boarded about the right amount of fuel. Ooh, I forgot to add in extra fuel. We're gonna die. Let's select the route and see what happens. All right, here comes the route. And then if that's correct, then what we'll do is we'll go in, and one of the cool new things about the PMDG 737s in Flight Sim 2024 is we have CPDLC in this airplane. Route uplink loading. Hi, November 321. Wabi, good to see you. I know, we may need the parachute. JR, we don't have extra fuel on the flight. No. So don't drink too much of the beer, JR, because we may have to take all the beer and alcohol and pour it into the fuel tank, okay? Mary Arbitrary, you did your C1 theoretical yesterday. Mary Arbitrary has been doing all sorts of advancement as a VATSIM controller. I think I also saw some other people in chat that I didn't say hi to. Rogers, good to see you. Hi, J.U. Rogers. Hi, Cracker. Derek, I hope I said hi to you. Laxon is here. Let's see, Mr. Jazz is here. Mary Arbitrary. Matthew and Jay, thank you for coming by. Martel made it. Hi, Martel. There's J.U. Rogers, Pratt PT. Let's see, Brian. T-Bird's here too. And somebody also is new in chat on YouTube. Haunted House is new to the game. So welcome on in, Haunted House. If you've got questions, this is one of the live streams where it's okay to ask them, okay? Don't feel like you can't ask questions here. Okay, so Alma, Denik, it's got the right flight plan. So the right flight plan's aboard. So all of that is absolutely perfect. Let's activate it and execute it. AZ, good to see you. I thought beer was tomorrow. I know. Senor Tomas, welcome, welcome. FM? Okay, no, it's D-Link. All right, now, I think we start on the ATS side and do departure clearance over here. Okay, so it's over here. So let's see, we're Ryanair 441. ATC center is EDDH, Hamburg. Okay, our stand is stand 57. And the ATIS here in Hamburg, EDDH ATIS, is Information India. Information India. I'm in Germany, so we need to be nice. G-U-T-E. Nope. G-U-T-E-N space A-B-E-N-D. Okay, we got a nice good knob in there. In Greece, it's Kalispera, you know. All right, we got that all set, so now that's in there. Now we'll come over here, and I believe we go to the ATC side, and that's where we get it back, but we'll wait and see. Okay, Haunted House, welcome in. All this is over your head. Okay, so here's the deal. Haunted House, it's not your imagination. Flight sim, a lot of people jump into flight sim and say, holy crap, this is over my head. I'll never learn it all. Trust me, if I can learn this, you can learn this. It just takes a lot more time than a typical computer game. So that's it. JR, they did a really good job of setting this up for us here. I mean, the flight plan's great. Mountain Man is de-icing at the gate and pushing back. Yeah, it always takes me forever to get out of the gate, right? So let's see here. We could also put in ATC uplink, ATS log. That was my clearance request. Okay, so that's good, but that's not where we go to read these things. So let's D-Link menu, ATC, position, when can we voice, ATC message. Nope, that's not it. It's not where you think it is. Is it going to be on this one? Nope, it's not. Log on, nope. Request emergency, position report. I don't think it's that one either. Let's go to the menu and start over. Okay, D-Link. Maybe it's over on this side. Let's try ATS again. TWIP, departure clearance, taxi, pushback. I don't think it's any of those. No, it's absolutely. It's a vote of confidence. Hi, Fly Guy. Is there a good tutorial to show how to set up? You mean the airplanes? Like learning how to fly the airplanes, or just set up the simulator itself? Okay, it's not there. But yeah, Fly Guy, if you're learning how to set up the airplanes, I think one of the best places to go is YouTube. There are amateurs like me. I'm like a private pilot. So I'm like the private pilot who likes to play with big airplanes, but this is the only way I can do it. And then there's real airline pilots. Sometimes they talk a little bit high in the sky, and they're sometimes hard to understand, but some of them really are pretty cool to figure out. That's a great way to learn. I can't remember where that is. Okay, departure clearance. No, we already did that. We don't need to do an oceanic. We're not a TWIP. We don't need to push back. We don't need to taxi. Is there another page? Nope, there isn't. Fly Guy, how to set up the flight plan. So I think that there are some YouTube channels that are pretty good. There really are. JR, I use the Airbus side stick for all of my airplanes. I use the side stick for all of my airplanes, and that's how I do that. All right, I got to find this. Otherwise, we're not going to get out of here. ATS log. That was my departure clearance, and that's not it. But it apparently came in. We don't need to request pushback. It's not any of those. ATS log, it's not there. I can't remember. Good morning, Amargosa. Oh, Amargosa's got cinnamon rolls and hot chocolate. Perfect for the arrival here. Perfect for the arrival at into Innsbruck with snow. Happy New Year, Slink for Slink. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in today. That's login. That's not it. ATC log. That says it went up. Request, altitude, speed. That's not it either. I do not remember where you go to get to read a clear, unless it really actually hasn't come in. Unless it hasn't come in. It's not there. It's not there. I'm just going to go through them all here because I don't remember. Unless they haven't sent me my clearance. Position report. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing login status. We're not doing ATs. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Here's two of them. So, let's see. EDDS, revert to voice. All right, so I got to go and do a voice clearance. That's going to be fun. EDDH tower is 126855. We better get this. They may have changed our route. 126855. And Katie Pilot app. Himyum says that Hamburg is a nice city. It's also a great place to go to see. It's also a really great place to go to see Beluga airplanes to take off and land. Not this airport, but the other airport that's nearby, Finkenwerder, is a Beluga airport. 126855. Did I even tune the radio right? Probably not. 126855. Hamburg Airport, very good evening from Ryanair 441 at stand 57 with India requesting clearance to Innsbruck.
Ryanair 441, Hamburg Tower, hello. Oh, I see your PDC failed. That was my mistake, I guess. Anyways, startup approved. You're cleared to Innsbruck. Alno 3 Bravo departure. Flight plan route. Climb set 5,000 feet and squawk 7613.
Ryanair 441, we are cleared. I also might have missed it too. So I'm in the 737 today and can't find stuff. Amalo 3 Bravo departure to Innsbruck. 5,000 feet, 7613 for Ryanair 441.
Ryanair 441, that's how it works. Feedback correct.
Okay, we're all good to go with our route. So let's go ahead and plug it in and get going. I do have my APU up and running. I've got nice weather in the cabin. I've got the temperature turned up because it's kind of chilly here today. So that looks great. Let's do route 1 is active. Let's do departure and arrival. Departure. We are expecting runway 23. We are doing the AML 3 Bravo. Excuse me. Departure, execute, and good. Coming in, we are expecting the localizer to runway 26. It's going to be the Tulsi arrival. Tulsi via Rattenberg and engage. Okay, we're good to go there. Hi, Hydrospace. I forgot to say with snow. But Himyum, yeah, I'll bet Hamburg is a great place to be. Okay, that looks really good. Over to the route, performance in it, all that's great. Let's do performance. So we're going to flight level 330. 330 is that. Cruise winds today. Cruise winds are 269 at 7.5. 269 at 7.5. That looks really good. Our cost index today is a big 2.6. Man, that's a whopping cost index. My reserves is going to be 2.4. We'll probably round it up to 2.5. I think if you click it, you can see what it would prefer. 2.5. Let's pop that in for reserves. Our zero fuel weight, we should have 61.5. 61.5 looks good, and execute. We did get a squawk code, and our squawk code today is, wow, that's a little too close, 6713. So 6, 7, 1, 3. Good, we got a squawk code too. This looks good to go up here. Oh, we did not arm the emergency exit lights. That's a big no-no. You got to have those going. We did get the logo lights on, so our priorities are good as far as the marketing department is concerned. Cruise altitude, 33,000 feet. 33,000 feet. And our arrival elevation at LOWI. Our arrival elevation at Innsbruck is, oh wow, not as high as I thought it was. It's 1,907 feet. So 1,907 feet. 1,900. Okay, we're good to go there. Hi Hinkad, welcome aboard. Thanks for coming in today. JR did a landing in the A380. That's a big airplane. That's pretty high. For sure. Hydrospace, am I using MobiFlight? Yes, I am using MobiFlight today, and I'm using MobiFlight with the WinWing Boeing autopilot. So that's the WinWing Boeing autopilot. It really is quite nice. I like it. It's really well done. It's a good WinWing product here. I was looking around for a MobiFlight profile for the 777. For that autopilot, so I've got to work on that too. And let's come on over here. That looks good, and I think we're ready to go. And one limits. Let's get out of here. So over to performance. We are expecting runway 23 for departure. Runway 23. Import the altimeter. Here is blah, 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 blah. It's 993 hectopascals. 993. Whoops. You can spin these a little bit fast. There's 98. 92993. Okay, we got that set. Yeah, I gotta find that hydrospace because I'd like to get the 777 going with the right autopilot. It's snowing. I think anti-ice should at least be in on the engines. Just saying. Everything else we'll leave at optimum, and let's calculate speeds. Contolab, welcome back. A guide on a tourist tour told us there's only one Boeing parked legally on the Frankenwerder Airbus site. It's a Super Guppy. Really? And that's the airlifter that they used before Airbus introduced the Beluga. So that's the only Boeing that they let land at Finkenwerder. That's the other airport here at Hamburg Airport. Really? I mean, come on. That's sort of like somebody bringing their Airbus into Everett, Washington, right? You probably don't do that. Yep, Senor Tomas. Actually, we haven't been in the Beluga in for freaking ever, and it's a favorite airplane. Rating is 1 and 42. Although some of the low-cost carriers don't do those kinds of D rates. Let's go over there. CG should be 24.9, and it is. And flaps are going to be 5. And speeds for takeoff are going to be, hey Rangi, welcome aboard, happy weekend. How do you know what to set de-icing to? I take my best guess. I know that you are expecting a real scientific answer on that one. If it's snowing outside, if the temperature's kind of cold, if there's low clouds, if it's raining and it's chilly, you know, I'm like Bill Paxton in Twister. I throw some dirt up in the air and sniff the air and kind of figure it out from there. Rangi, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. 143, 144, 149. 143, 144, 149. And that's actually kind of a thing. There are people that are kind of like human barometers. After years of doing the weather, I kind of became a little bit of a barometer in some places where I worked and could kind of tell just by being outside that it was going to be a little dodgy out there. So that is actually a thing because, hey, we can feel pressure, stuff like that. So we can sense weather. Ground operations. I think it is time to release the stairs. So releasing the stairs. And that should close the door. Hi, Daniel. Welcome in. I usually look at what SimBrief tells me to do. See, that's a better way to do it than I would. Rangi would be lost without your mouse. I don't know how any of us could squeak by without a mouse. And let's get the stupid jokes going. Come on, it's the spy flight, right? Gotta have some silly jokes here. Let's get the APU generators online. Disconnecting ground power. Let's put the passenger seatbelt sign on because door's closed. Come on over here. Ground power disconnect. So let's get that going. Everything's looking nice over here. Doors are closed. We can also turn on the electric hydraulic pumps. Those are going on. And that looks good. Do we have parking brakes? No. Let's do parking brakes. Going on. That looks really good. And ground power is clear. I'm going to remove my chocks. And chocks are removing. And we're cleared on that page. Go over to the doors page and arm your doors for departure. And then that's really pretty cool there. Over here, we need to do parking stands. And that looks great too. Let's see. Daniel, welcome aboard. I can't figure out what is wrong. It works outside the sim. Just an additional challenge for this flight. I must have missed something. Is Fly Alive Studio good? JR, I've never heard of Fly Alive Studio before. I've never heard of that. Okay, let's turn the radio back on and let's get our friends from GSX
and tower, Eurowing 7278
to
holding
push us
short
back.
23 at Alpha 3.
Let's get... there is... Chase plane.
Continue forward to Alpha 3 holding point, please.
Prepare for pushback and departure. Oh, iFly Live. You talking about the iFly?
Tower, more in Eurowing 3 Hotel Papa established.
You talking about the iFly 737 Max? Jeff, that is the WinWing 737 panel. The WinWing 737 Boeing panel. It was a very nice and unexpected gift from Trip Taker. Wasn't even expecting it, and it's great. I really like it. Departure heading is 226. 226. There we go. Heading is good. Altimeter is set, speed is set, heading is set, altitude is set. Flight directors going on. Flight directors are good. Lovis says we have ATC going into LOWI. Uh-oh.
We are ready for departure for Eurowing 7278.
Do you have it? I only have a McU for the Airbus. I don't have the Boeing.
Line up 23, be
Mr.
ready
Jazz,
for quick departure
if you're
for
looking
7278.
for really cool camera stuff, I think it is. Now, you're going to notice it's bouncing around and stuff like this. In the Boeings, that's a bug that they know about, but it's survivable. It's survivable. JR, we are going to Innsbruck. Hi, North Gaming. Happy New Year. Thank you for coming in today.
Good for takeoff, Eurowing 7278.
I bet we're going to do nose, right, tail, left. Hamburg Tower, hello again from Ryanair 441, stand 57 with India requesting startup and pushback.
Ryanair 441, pushback at roof facing east, and Spark 76 options.
Push proved, we will be facing east for Ryanair 441. Shall we go? Oh, they said spot 762? Did they give us a spot number? I was wondering what he said. No. Zulu 4 facing east. I think we can go. Let's turn on the bacon. I forgot to do that yesterday. Let's turn on fuel pumps. Let's do a cabin call. Flight attendant seats for pushback, I guess. I think it's time to go. Oh, squawk. Yep, we do need to turn on the transponder. Transponder is on. We are squawking. Thank you. It was the squawk. Al X, Stindofly, and Cletus. Did I come close on that? Probably not, but thank you. Let's go. Parking brakes. And away we go. Flying time. There is a VATSIM event today in Nashville. So yesterday we did a 2-hop in the Phoenix A319 as I was testing MobiFlight. Maybe today, after we get into Innsbruck, we could find an airport to depart from and fly into Nashville so we get to Nashville at about the time the VATSIM event starts, and then we could fly out of Nashville and do, what we've really been doing is little 2-hops. Continuing service like real airliners do. So maybe we'll do that. There was a hydrate earlier. Thank you for reminding me to hydrate. And I think there was a spy hat too. Mary Arbitrary is going to be BNA Towers. So request runway 2 right or 20 left. Okay. We'll do.
Line up runway 23, Lufthansa.
All right, almost done. I had one of those little sticky things when you get a little bit too much cream in your coffee and it's too hot. It's a little gross. Let's see. Mr. Jazz, thanks. I thought the chase plane in P3D, I think it's going to be just as good too. I really like it. Again, the only big problem that I've got with chase plane is in the Boeings. It has this real violent bouncing thing that happens.
Left Delta 1 and hold short.
But apparently chase plane and PMDG both know about it. And because they know about it, they'll get it fixed at some point. It's not enough to crash you, it's just a little jarring. Let's see, Junior, you're doing the same flight with us today? And there we go, engine 1. I've noticed that I've got reversers out a lot lately. I must need to go and do a recalibration on my throttles. Paul says that Ryanair is such a vibe. Well, any airline that's got a really cool, harp on the tail. And engine number 2 starts. Looking good. Starting engine number 1. Here comes engine number 1. Hi, Super Echo Storm. And 20%. Fuel.
One to 1, 705,
A nice start up there. Paul is more of an EasyJet fan. I really haven't been on too many other airlines other than United. One Delta flight, and that's what I remember. I remember some Continental flights out of the old Stapleton Airport as a child. I guess that means I led a sheltered life. Two good starts on our engines. PAX, passenger comfort important. Generators.
441 for taxi, contact airline 121.705 and the number squawk 7613.
7613 will remember the squawk and over to ground. Talk to you when it's tower time. Thanks from Ryanair 441.
See you very soon.
Probe heaters. Yaw damper. And everything's good there. APU. 121705. 121705. I think we are squawking. 121705. We're supposed to squawk 7613. I'm squawking 6713. I'm clueless. You know what? I better check. Ryanair 441. Seven, 613. Okay, we got that. And we're talking to 121705 now. 121705. Probably good to get on their frequency, right? Can you change the design of your fuel switches? The design changes on this airplane are based on the model of your 737. Hey, Flash Duck, happy Saturday. Does it not feel like Saturday to you? I don't know. Every day's a weekend here on the Spy Flight. Every day's a weekend for me, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Shall we go? Cabin call. I've got Juliet aboard now. Mountain decided to fly the Phoenix and didn't do the ice shedding procedure. And engine 2 caught fire on takeoff, and I had to Oh no! Really? You no kidding, Mountain Man. Wow. I don't usually do ice shedding procedures. I'm probably lucky. Austin, welcome aboard. Hi, Danny VDW. And let's see. Oh, one of the cool people from PMDG is in chat. Hi, Mathis. Welcome aboard. Loving it's so nice to have the NGs in 2024 now. And it works great with the WinWing autopilot, so it's great to have this airplane there. And I'm still just loving the 777 too. So those are two fabulous airplanes here at Spy HQ. Good to see you. I hope all is well with you and all the cool people at PMDG. Frisco, welcome aboard. And let's do a clearance. Taxi clearance. Hamburg ground, hello from Ryanair 441. We have successfully pushed and started from stand 57 and didn't damage anything. Information, Juliet is aboard requesting taxi.
Ryanair 441, takes loading point on me23 via Zulu 4, Zulu 1, Zulu and Alpha 3.
Taxi to runway 23 via Zulu 4, Zulu 1, and we will be on the blue line for Ryanair 441. Shall we go? Wind control. Wind control, that's right. Oh my gosh, there is a branding change. It is wind control. All right, taxi light, cabin call, parking brakes, and away we go. Let's see if it works. Love that split scimitar wing. That is really amazing to look at. And here we go. Hey, the wheels are working. I did not set our trim yet. So trim is going to be 5.09. Let's just make sure I'm not doing this wrong. Zulu 4, Zulu 1, blue line. Got it. Hey, Flash Duck, what does the split wingtip do? It makes your airplane look really, really cool, especially if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, because, you know, I mean, everybody should have a split scimitar on the end of their wing, right? No, what this is all designed to do is increase the efficiency of the wing and the airplane. And in general, it also will help, I believe, save a little bit of fuel in the process, which is pretty cool. Scallywag, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. There is probably a much more scientific explanation than the one that I just did, but that's kind of the way I look at it.
And the 441 call tower 126.855, ciao.
126.855 now for Ryanair 441. Happy New Year.
Thank you too.
126.855, and we've got 120540 as departure. 120540.
Willkommen nach Hamburg, Taxi via Delta 1, hold short of Amerika.
Delta 1, hold short on Amerika.
Scallywag, welcome on in. Thank you for coming in. Austin likes YouTube. And auto brakes to RTO. Everything else is ready to go. Let's get some TCAS going here. Hamburg Tower, back like a really bad joke. Ryanair 441 is back with you, approaching the business end of runway 23. We're fully ready for departure.
Ryanair 441, that sounds nice. Wind 230 degrees, 8 knots. Runway 23, you're clear for takeoff. So long.
Runway 23, we are clear for takeoff, and Happy New Year from Ryanair 441.
Happy New Year.
I know, Loviz, absolutely right. The big thing, they're there to look really, really cool. They're just there to look really cool, right?
Oh, no, Delta can we not power rate ready for
Almost time to go. Okay, it's going to be a VNAV, LNAV departure. Auto throttles are armed. Almost flying time. The chase plane bouncy thing in the Boeings is indeed like that right there. And they know about it, so the developers know about it, and I'm sure they're going to fix it at some point in time. Uh-oh, you're right. Flaps 5. 1. Flaps should be 5. Ready to go? Let's get out of here. It's going to beep at me until the flaps roll out. Let's not worry about it. Let's see. Start El Clocko. There's the clock. And thrust. And up, and away time. Thank you for reminding me to do flaps. 80 knots is checked. Almost time to go. Airplane's rolling pretty good. And rotate. Positive climb. Gear going up. Nope, not like that. Gears up. Spend too much time outside the cockpit looking around. Always going to get me in trouble. Always going to get me in trouble there. And over to departure.
100. Expect vectors to ILS approach runway 23.
Qatari 158 descending to 100, expecting vectors for runway ILS 23.
Flaps. Hamburg, good evening. Let's see. Ryanair 441 is passing 2,300 for 5. Happy New Year.
Ryanair 441, Bremen radar, Moin identified, Happy New Year. Climb by SID to flight level 100.
Climb by the SID to flight level 100 for Ryanair 441. And I forgot, Northern Germany, we can say Moen here. And flaps are going to go up. After takeoff items are done. I think the only thing I also forgot to do is I wanted to have anti-ice on, and somebody totally blew off his anti-ice. Jeez, there's anti-ice is automatic on so many airplanes. I always forget about that. Okay, looking good there. 4,000 feet, going to flight level 100. And landing gear is up and off. Flaps are up. Auto brakes are disarmed. Taxi light can go off. I also forgot to do continuous start on the engines. You usually do continuous start for takeoff in case, you know, there's moisture. Air Paludio? You saw the graphics card. Do you know your settings? Because you also have a 360. Most all of my settings in Microsoft Flight Simulator are medium settings. So it's almost all of them are medium. I have my clouds turned up to high, and a few things like shadows and some of the ground clutter like cars and birds and boats turned as low as possible. And so that's pretty much all I've done as far as graphic settings in the sim. The only other thing that I do to get good, you know, performance like this is I do have a little bit of water cooling on my processor, and instead of water, I put a very, very high quality of scotch in there, so that the alcohol helps smooth things out a little bit. And I'm kidding about the scotch part, because I have a twisted sense of humor.
573, descend to altitude 4,000.
Heading bug straight up to the top, so if the autopilot fails, we know which way to fly. Derek, are you visible in the sky? Yeah, I'm invisible. You can see us on VATSIM. You can see us on VATSIM for sure.
Right heading 070, descend to flight level 70.
Okay, that looks good. That's right, it even cools the PC a little bit, doesn't it? Heading bug over there.
Ryanair 441, monitor advisory 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8 for Ryanair 441. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Okay, 122.8. There we go. And that's looking pretty good. Reset mode control panel altitude. Let's go ahead and clear ourselves up. Where are we going? Flight level 330. So flight level 330. And LOWI said there's ATC waiting for us in Innsbruck. What could possibly go wrong there? And then in the Boeing, you not only do that altitude, but you also press the altitude intervention button. So you need to press that too to tell it, hey, go ahead and climb there. 10,000 feet. Let's do a 10,000 foot cabin call for the flight attendants. Let's do landing lights off. I should have had continuous restart, but it's off already. And up and away. There's 10,000 there. 10,000 there. We're on Econ Climb. Hey, we didn't even scratch the paint on that departure. Mountain Man, JSG Droid had an engine failure on a flight yesterday and did like you did. Signed off of VATSIM and then, you know, just muscled the airplane back to the airport and successfully landed and did a one-engine landing. So, Mountain Man, let us know how it goes. But, yeah, that's the thing to do. If you lose an engine, You know, unless VATSIM's, you want to stay on VATSIM and fly their way, but just JSG Droid was in the A306 trying to fly that old relic around. So that was really, you know, sim pilot nerves of steel for JSG Droid. Redux, we should try. Oh yeah, that would really speed up the computer. It's Wind Control. Used to be known as Wing, but it's a company that kind of has burst onto the scenes recently. You know, in the last year and a half or so, they came out with some nice Airbus autopilots and a McDo and some other cool things, and they've also started to do some Boeing things. So that's where it came from. One of the things that I really like about the Wind Control products is their actual size. So almost everything else is like shrunken down for Microsoft Flight Simulator, because I guess they're trying to do that because, you know, we don't have as much desk space. But there's just something about knowing that autopilot is the actual size of the real thing. And I just kind of like that. Apart from VATSIM, or can we see you if you're using VATSIM? You should only be able to see me if I am flying on VATSIM. You could also track me on Volanta. That's what provides the data at the top of the screen there, but that's about it. JSG Droid says you had an engine failure again today. I disconnected, restarted on the runway, departed, and got to the altitude and reconnected. You've had 2 engine failures in 2 days? Okay. I mean, you know, do we need to send, you know, like, what, an exorcist or something to your place? Do we need to, like, you know, send chicken bones, or something's going wrong with your airplanes? How long should I age my scotch before it is put into the cooling loop? Well, that's the thing, Flash Duck. You do have to constantly monitor the quality of that scotch too. So, you know, take a sip every now and then, age it for a few hours, and then maybe put it into your loop. JR's going to do a Southwest flight today, and Snowboard is here, checking in from Uruguay. Hi, Snowboard. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in today. We are on our way to Innsbruck, which, Snowboard, they just got fresh snow on the ski slopes there. So fresh snow waiting for us in Innsbruck. Loviz lost my right mouse button, and we are having issues. So up until the point that I started using MobiFlight for my Wind Control controller application, I had lost all my mouse stuff. All of my mouse things were not working. You know, I could click things in the cockpit, but clicking something outside like a web browser or anything was becoming a real problem for me. And so I think maybe it has a little bit to do, maybe it was some bad thing in the SimApp Pro, I don't know, but I'm over on MobiFlight right now and doing pretty good. But you use MobiFlight for everything, so I don't know, if you lost your right mouse button, I would suspect your co-pilot. Somebody's probably chewing on the mouse button even as we speak. Loviz's co-pilot is a big dog named Buster. Joe Aviation, Joe from DFW, welcome aboard. Amsterdam to Sri Lanka today, a 9-hour flight in the Indybuilds A330. A 9-hour flight to Sri Lanka. Looks like you probably got decent weather for all that. I never get WASM crashes, but I had one in the 737-800. Loviz is going to clear the WASM files when we land and do a restart. That's annoying, isn't it? That's kind of annoying for sure. We've got a really cool application for clearing the cache. I guess WASM files are going to kind of be like More manual. Oh my gosh, I still have the Fly and See Santa text file on my desktop. Man, can you believe the holiday season's already over? There was my reservation for Fly and See Santa. Copenhagen to Toronto. I can't believe the holidays season's over. That's like one of the VATSIM events I just really get goofy happy about every year. You did the shader cache thing this morning, so you know, no matter what goes on, nobody can say that LowViz is shady today. Nobody can say anything shady about LowViz. 24,000 feet, seatbelts can go to auto. There is a part of that I am too. There's a part of the holidays that I truly dread. But there's a part of the holidays that still is wonderful for me, you know, kind of privately all on my own. I do like the, you know, putting a couple of holiday decorations around around Spy HQ. I do like putting the tree up over in the corner. It's really pretty light, but yeah, there's a big part. Yeah, as I get older, the holidays are not, you know, what they used to be. Ridux is absolutely right. Flight simming in general is a great way to clear out all of your cache. Absolutely, it really will do that to you. But be sure and save a little bit for pizza. Big J Plays, welcome. Thank you for coming in today. And we're looking good there. Passengers are all excited about coming on in. Got a nice Ryanair cabin. No smoking is on. Seatbelts are off. Yep, they have those yellow seat backs on the Ryanair airplanes. Joker Allen, welcome aboard. Thanks for coming in today. Happy Saturday. Pratt PT. I like pizza a lot. I don't eat as much pizza as I probably let on. So, but I still really like it, you know, still really enjoy, you know, a good Chicago deep dish pizza and stuff. I just don't do it hardly as much as I would like to. Just, you know, mostly I spend my days, you know, here on the live stream, and, you know, you're not going to burn off the kinds of calories that you get with a big old, you know, pizza. So you kind of eat a little bit more healthy. Joker Allen, welcome. Yeah, I don't know about if that's the way it is in the European airplanes or not. I think it is that, you know, they're all no smoking cabins. So yeah, the no smoking light is on. AZ wants to know which panel you would suggest for the A350. Don't worry about asking, especially if it was something while we were in the middle of stuff, AZ. I have successfully used the Airbus, the wind control Airbus autopilot with my A350. I do use MobiFlight, and I have a MobiFlight profile for it, and it works really good. It works really good, AZ. Zenith. So that is, of course, always a big deal. It's so much of a big deal that over on Twitch, they actually have a emote with pizza and pineapple on it. Some people just can't stand it. I think if you're having a proper Hawaiian pizza, that means made a proper way with the right kind of sauce, pineapple is perfectly acceptable on your pizza. That being said, if you're just putting pineapple on like a pepperoni pizza with tomato sauce and stuff, that's sort of like, so there you go. Joker says no smoking in the EU cabins. Okay. JSG Droid, I have everything flight sim as a part of my monthly budget. Cut out any feelings of guilt on spending money. See, that's the way to do it. Is MobiFlight free? AZ, actually, it is. It's really nicely done. It's a very, very nicely done application, and it is free. You can send a donation their way if you'd like to for MobiFlight, and I'm probably going to do that soon. Big J, we are flying Ryanair today. We've got a Ryanair flight for this one, and then for Nashville, either United or Southwest. Mountain Man is coming in hot, so roll the fire trucks. Oh, you made it back. Good job, Mountain Man. Good job. Well, congratulations on that. I mean, seriously, that's the thing to be sure and do. If you've got, if you have a failure, try and work it out. Yeah, I mean, if there's an event or something and you got to stay on a schedule, okay, reset your sim and give it another try. But seriously, if you can, drop off a VATSIM and follow the procedures and try and get your airplane back to the airport. Well, the thing is pineapple on a pizza, a proper Hawaiian pizza is going to have not a red sauce, but like a white sauce. Excuse me. It's going to have some cheese and maybe ham and maybe spinach on it, and then you could put pineapple. Make it a proper Hawaiian pizza, and pineapple is not one of those horrible things. Put it on, a Domino's, pepperoni pizza just to be whatever is, ugh. Hi, Tim Dog. Welcome aboard. I just wish I could have made it all the way to LOWI. So, Mountain Man, why not? So here we are. There is EDDH. There's Hamburg. And we're all heading south to LOWI. What would you think about setting a departure from Leipzig? So Mountain Man, instead depart from Leipzig. Do Leipzig to LOWI. And that should work. Or if you want, there's a gazillion, there's tons of ATC at Frankfurt if you really want to beat yourself over the head with some Frankfurt delays. I love Frankfurt, but still. Richard Stiles, welcome aboard. I am 901 the gamer. Welcome in. Good afternoon. And Buckeye says to hydrate. We'll do that. But no, try Leipzig. You could also try Dresden. If you want a little closer, Stuttgart is up. München. Boy, München is going to be a real fast flight for you. Munich. Sunjammer, we are jamming along. Welcome aboard. Thank you for coming in today. Yeah. Munich and Berlin, I think, are two of the places that I would really like to do a long-term visit to check out. And if they have good, internet in Werfen in Austria, that'd be a great place to build the new Spy HQ at the foot of the Castle of the Eagles. But Sunjammer, we are getting closer, and I hope you're jamming along with a good weekend. Big J landed the A321 in a cloudy Sarasota today. Awful crosswinds. And JR is on Volanta too. And we're looking good there. That looks great. This looks great. 122.8. All is right with the world. So let's see here. One of the things that we could do is we could come over here while we're looking. And let's look at KBNA. 901 the gamer just did a resub for 2 months. Hey, thank you. And you're also over on YouTube. So I did recognize you from Twitch. I didn't know that you were over on YouTube as well. And if you're over on YouTube, thank you for the really great support. And that's growing up really nicely. So thank you for that. So coming in, where are some places we could come in from? There are flights. There's an Envoy flight from Chicago. It might be a little far. There's a flight from Cleveland. That's a Southwest 737 flight. There's an envoy flight from Miami. Southwest flight from LaGuardia. Southwest flight from Baltimore, from Dallas Love Field. So there's some Southwest flights. Let's see. There's a Jazz flight from Toronto Pearson. There's a Jazz flight from Toronto Pearson. Richard likes the idea of the Cleveland departure. So we could depart. So Cleveland Hopkins is a 737 flight. So we let's go put that in. So let's go and look at SkyVector and just check it out here. So KCLE Cleveland, KBNA Nashville. That's about a 389-mile flight, about a 400-mile flight. So we could do that. And that would be like a Southwest flight from Cleveland to Nashville. Now for departures, we ought to look at Southwest. So there's Milwaukee. There's Harry Reid. I don't think we want to go all the way to Vegas. There's Orlando. That's kind of doable. So we could do something like that. I'm sorry. I still have simulated PTSD about BWI. I have simulator PTSD. It's really bad. I mean, we spent 2 hours holding. 2 hours holding. It was really bad. Can I be whiny about it? Hey, Autumn is here from the Arts and Crafts Studio. Hi, Autumn. Happy weekend. BWI is good now. I need to get over my fears. Let's see. Do we even have an airport for BWI? We could go back to BWI. Do we have to? I thought that maybe, let's see, what would be nice? I saw that there was what? There was one to Milwaukee. We've all got a free airport from Milwaukee. I don't know if we want to go all the way to Dallas from there. What's Love? What's KDAL? That's Dallas Love. KDAL, Love Field. That's about a 500-mile flight. Let's see. You probably get a hold because it's an event. Flyer Studios really wants to do a BWI flight. All right. So maybe we'll depart Cleveland Hopkins. CLEVE. Cleveland. KCLE. Cleveland to Nashville to Baltimore. BALTIMORE. KBWI. Really? Oh, it was. Tim Dog, so yeah, if you don't know the story and why I'm carrying on like an idiot about BWI, like Tim Dog correctly says, it was a what we call a crossfire event. It was 2 airports. So it was between BWI and Boston. It was massively crowded that night. We basically held at the gate for 2 hours. We literally held at the gate for 2 hours. And at that point in time, my voice was giving out, my patience was giving out, and so I bailed. Less than 10 minutes later, they tell me that ATC was calling with my push and start clearance. So it's like, so that's why I am so, wrapped up about BMI. But Tim Dog's right. We learned that night. That's right. We do not do a crossfire event in the Northeast. You can set up a fix on the MA-26 and do the radials for the approach. I was going to wait and see what they gave us for the arrival first before I start plugging stuff in. Hopefully we can do the circle to land visual, but... All right, let's go ahead and get a couple of gates here. Cleveland Hopkins for Southwest. So Cleveland, it's going to be gate Bravo 11. Bravo 11 for Cleveland. At BNA, Nashville, it's going to be Delta 8. So Delta 8. And then to go back to go Nashville to BWI, Milwaukee, Kennedy, Reagan, Albany, Dallas, Boston, Austin. Where's the BWI? Dude. There's no BWI departures here? All right, there's got to be a Baltimore here. We'll just grab that. Oh, they've got a flight coming in from Bozeman. Got a nice airport for Bozeman. Baltimore, Washington. Okay, where would they be for Baltimore? Baltimore is gate Alpha 14. All right, Alpha 14. Okay, so we're good to go with those. Now then, we ought to take a look at airports. So let's go and do airports. Let's do FSA. FS add-on, compare and see what we got. Now, we don't need anything for Nashville. We've all got a really nice Nashville airport. So let's look at KBWI. That sounds like a classic rock radio station. KBWI, classic rock for the Northeast Corridor. We have a LVFR for BWI. And we've got a Dream Scenery for BWI. There's only 2 places you can get that. We can get one at Contrail. It's on sale for $12 at Contrail. So here's Baltimore, Washington at Contrail. And it doesn't look like it's too bad. That one looks nice. Let's go also and see what we have for KCLE, Cleveland Hopkins. Cleveland has the Red Wing Sim and a Dream Scenery. And you can get one at the marketplace. It's on sale for $5 at Red Wing at Sim Market. LVFR, Flyer Studios says the LVFR is a good one. Is that the Contrail one? Yeah, developed by LVFR. Cleveland has a good freeware. Okay. All right, so chances are we probably got the Cleveland already. Let's look and see what's in there. Tim Dog says the Red Wing is for 1935. Well, if we were going to fly the Boeing 247D or B, you know, the twin-engine prop liner from way back when that, you know, would catch on fire because you had to manage your oil in that thing, like really manage it. All right, let's see what we got here. So, KCLE, Cleveland. I don't have anything for Cleveland. KBWI. We don't have anything for Baltimore. KBNA. And we don't have that. I must have them loaded in. Let's see. KBNA. Yep, we've got Dominic Design for Nashville, so that's a good one. KCLE, Cleveland Hopkins. That is Cleveland. That's the freeware, and that's already loaded in. KBWI. I don't have anything for BWI. I don't have the BWI thing. So everything's loaded but a Baltimore. Sunjammer, you got me in the mood to use this thing, and by God, if you don't think of something, I'll use it on you. I mean it. Okay, if you don't know what's going on, Sunjammer every now and then comes in with a quote from a movie, and the question is, can you figure out what movie it is? Which is, it's fun. It's nice to do this. You got, oh, I know who it is. Should I say what it is, or does somebody want to guess? Do you want to guess what Sunjammer says, or should I just blurt it out? It was a really good one. The actor that did it, and from what I understand, the actor that said those lines and the actor that he said them to apparently did not get along too terribly well on the set. So the rage kind of that was in his eyes was like real. It was real. I'm dying to say it. Can I say it? The film was on today. You saw it today. All right. It was 3, 2, 1. It was Guns of Navarone. That's Gregory Peck to David Niven. You got me in the mood to use this thing. Oh, yeah. Apparently they did not get along. So. All right. So I need a KBWI. LVFR KBWI. Oh, it's on sale for $9 at Contrail. Okay. And let's see if I can go and get us a Baltimore airport. Hi, Captain Chris. Good Nabend. Flyer Studios says we'll like that for sure. Almost done. And I don't need that. And we'll go over there and pop this in. And I'll need my phone. Almost done. Uh-oh. Text message. And let's do another one. Yes, the sound of my text message is the doorbell on the Enterprise D. It's also the same doorbell on the Titan. So it was also the same one on the Titan. And yes, there are some times when I'm watching an episode of Star Trek or something like that, and somebody rings the Star Trek doorbell, and I immediately reach for my phone. Okay, so we're starting at Cleveland. We're going down to Nashville and then up to Baltimore. That's the plan. Dad, game time. You're going to Garvey's? Redux, no, it never showed up. I do have a ticket in with our friends from Wind Control. We'll see if it shows up sometime. I don't know. Look at that. We are 100 miles from top of descent. We got to start getting ready to land. Let's come over here and go to Menu, D-Link, ATS, and ATIS. All right. LOWI, LOWI. We would like to get VATSIM ATIS, and we want auto updates and send it. And that's good. That's sent. And we'll wait over that for that to show up on the ATIS log. And our LVFR for BWI is loading, so we got great scenery for all of our next airports. And while we're at it, let me update the next command so you know where we're going. All right, there's that. Good. Almost done. Install is complete. Almost done there. And the next command is updated. And we've got Nashville. No, we've got Baltimore. I swore I would never go back to Baltimore, by the way. Let's see. Do I have the Stribling walkways correct? That might not be for me. That might not have been for me. ATIS uplink and LOWI ATIS information chuckles. Air traffic control, variable winds, 10 kilometers, QNH 1006. And that's it. They don't usually tell you what runway. So just plan for 26, and then maybe we'll do the circle to land. Tim Dog has been to Cleveland IRL, and the freeware scenery is spot on. Well, we loaded that in, so we've got that ready to go. Flash Duck, the alert on your phone has been the cabin chime for a few years. Then you watch your stream, and you check your phone a lot. Whenever you hear the doorbell, yeah. I think it's nice. It's not jarring. You know, it really isn't jarring at all, which is really quite nice. It's rather pleasant, and you know, if you happen to be a fan of the show, it's a nice connection. So yeah, that's about the only problem with Chase Plane and the PMDGs right now. All right, let's see here. We've got LOWI. So we're going to have to start our own descent here at Innsbruck. And that's the latest data there. And there's Ryanair 1959. My guess is München. That's probably München approach. That's not us. Okay, so all of this looks good. We do need to set up the ILS here. Just to be... Whoops, that wasn't the right one to click. Whoopsie. Let's see. Coming over here, localizer for runway 26. The localizer for 26 is 111.1. 111.1. Make that active. Let's also see if we could set up the non-directional beacon 320 at RUM. at RUM. That's the non-directional beacon. We're going to want that one. The inbound course is 254 degrees. 254. There we go. That's good. And minimums for this is 2,250 feet. So 2,250 feet. Oops, wrong one. There's 1,000. It's a very small number. 2,250. There's 30, 40. 50. Boy, those small numbers. Okay, and the altimeter is 1006. Let's set our altimeter. And then zoom in to check because these are really hard to read. 2250, I'm off by one number on the pre-altimeter set. Okay, that looks good too. Coming on in, we have a star. It's the Tulsi arrival. And on Tulsi, we need to be above 9,500 feet at Tulsi. So I'm going to make that no ATC. I'm going to just make that my altitude here and let the airplane take care of it for me. There we go. That's good. Top of descent is 54 miles. Heading bug is good, and we're good to go there. Okay, I think we're all ready to go. Tim Dog, PTSD from a super long ground stop there during an event. When we were flying to, yeah, that's what's wrong with it. That's the only thing. And it's SPTSD. It's not real. It's simulated. It's really not PTSD. It's attitude. Let's just be honest. It's attitude. It's attitude. Innsbruck with snow. I know, Pratt PT. Are you surprised by that? Dad Game Time wants to do Caracas to Guantanamo Airbridge event. I didn't see that anywhere, Dad Game Time. Ajax Racer, our plan for Saturday night ops is Cleveland to Nashville and back to Baltimore. So Cleveland, Nashville, and Baltimore. It's a two-hopper. FKYOU, welcome, welcome. We've been here for a little bit, but welcome on in. And we're looking good here. Heading bugs over there. And we're going to basically do southwest ops on this one. It's going to be Southwest ops today. So we need to remind ourselves, Tim Dog knows the answer. One of the things is in the Boeing, you know how it is when you're setting up your flight and your takeoff? You can derate your takeoff and have a selected temperature. Tim Dog needs to remind us, we usually do derate is to takeoff, but climb is -2 and you set a temperature, right? That's the way you do it for a Southwest takeoff? Selected temperature only, no derate. Is there a climb derate though? Climb to 2, that's it. Hey, I remembered. And low vis made it -126. A great landing rate for low vis, and low vis did it without a right mouse button. TO and climb 2. Got it. Thanks, Tim Dog. So we'll be able to do that the right way too. All right, this is gonna be KCLE, KBNA, KBWI. I'm just doing a couple little housekeeping things. Hey Ramsdalen, welcome aboard. Low-vis's scenery didn't load. Really, I checked that earlier this morning and it loaded right up. Hi Jimmy boy, welcome aboard. Since the Midway incident. Man, the spy flight has got so many incidents and accidents and stuff like that, don't we? There's the BWI incident. There's the MDW incident. There's the there's the Seattle incident. I mean, seriously. We've got more incidents than the NTSB. Oh, you were talking about something real. Oh, sorry, and I made a stupid joke out of it. Sorry. Atlas system, we're wondering if Buster ate the mouse button. There were also hints and allegations. Dad Game Time got the musical joke. All right, everything's good here. Passengers are happy. And we are about 25 miles from top of descent. The Southwest at Midway overran the runway during a snowstorm. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Southwest that had to go around because the business jet wouldn't listen to the control tower and decided to just taxi across the runway anyway. Hi, Mikey J. Welcome aboard. You doing some spying too? Welcome aboard. Happy New Year and happy weekend. Always cool to have our really, really nice flyby back. Yeah, that one was just a near. I thought that was the one you mentioned. I mean, that's the one that I always think of. Hi, Dad. Game time. Two-hopper. So choose an airplane that you can do a two-hop in. I was just going to take the 737 for Southwest on this one. Is chase plane worth it? I think it is. Right now, there's a temporary problem between chase plane and PMDG, and it has this violent shaking. Both of the developers know about it, and I'm sure that they'll work out something soon. It's not enough to crash you, but it is enough to be a little annoying. That's really the only problem that I've had with anything related to chase plane. I just really like it. It gives me the opportunity to set up, you know, a series of camera shots. So I can go and we can look out the window. We can go close to the engine. We can look at the landing gear and even look at the wheels of the wheel well. So you can set a sequence of things to look at, which I think is kind of cool. We've got the flyby, the drone's working a little bit better for me. So I'm really happy with the way it's working. It did take a little bit of time for me to just spend with some YouTube videos to set it up and play with for a while. before I was ready to go and put it on the live stream, but I thought it worked really good. Dad, game time. Is the 700 most of Southwest Fleet? I don't know. I know that they are going to work on the other variants of the 737. So I'm sure that we'll get a 700, a 600, and a 900 because that's what we had in 2020. But I don't know what their plan of attack is, which one they're going to do first, second, or third. The 800, which is this one, is I think it's still the most common 737 in use across all the airlines. So this is really good here. So definitely, happy with this and glad it's back in. Pratt PT, I did over in 2020, Flight Sim 2020, and of course I famously said I only needed one and got all four. At this point in time, I would like to be a little more frugal with the old checkbook and just stick with this one for now. So at a certain point in time, because they're also planning to release a 747, a whole line of 747s, which I'm looking forward to. I think a PMDG 747 would be absolutely phenomenal. So generally, and plus I'm also trying to be one of those, live streamers that just doesn't buy everything because we've still got crazy times in the economy and stuff, and I think setting up a little bit of money, saving a little money is a good thing. Stonevolve, your Innsbruck was so neat and quiet, and then they released Microsoft Flight Simulator. I know. All of us silly sim pilots revving our engines up above the hotel in town. Rob says the average age of the planes in Wizz Air is 5 years. Redux, yeah, maybe the 600. I don't know. We used to do a couple of Janet flights with the 600. I'm not sure which I'll pick up. That's going to be the last one that they're releasing in 2024 because of multiple variants. Loviz says either the 600 or the 900 will release next. So that gives you an idea of what they'll do. I was surprised they United flew a 737-900 out of here the other day. Good evening, Argo, Moldova. We are off to Innsbruck. Ramsdalen, I don't know what their plans are for a 757. Right now there is a company called Bluebird that is planning to do something like that. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. That company, they're trying to get some things together. The 600 and the 900 will be cheaper, so the upgrade will be less than the 800 and the 700. Like I said, I'm very, very happy with my 800 here. They're all good, and it's not, and it's a good line of airplanes to have, but like I said, I save a little bit and get their 747. Tim Dog needs the 800 and the 700. Let's see, is it Mojaka or Mojaka? Mojaka thinks the Bluebird, I think it's going to be a good airplane too. They've worked on it quite a bit. I don't know how it's going for them. There's been some drama and stuff, so we'll see when it comes out, but it has the potential to be really, really good. IRL, once a year, Stonevolve goes to Innsbruck by car heading to Italy. Seeing an Airbus arriving in that narrow valley is amazing. Yeah, and I don't know what approaches they're going to have us do on this one, but, we might do the circle to land or otherwise, but I'll bet seeing an airplane coming down the valley there. Stonevolve, have you ever seen somebody coming in on the circle to land? So coming in from the north, but goes out over the little bluff and then circles back in for the opposite direction runway. I'll bet that's pretty impressive to see that airplane making that turn. And our descent is going good. Okay, coming on in over here, it looks like LOWI approach is 128975. 128975. Okay, we're good to go there. Nikki just made it back. Hi, Nikki Fizz. Welcome, welcome. Stonevold, you didn't see that one? Okay, so it's you've seen just the main approach to the runway. That's still got to be plenty spectacular. Imagine if you're on your skis at the top of the Olympic ski jump, and you're about ready to go down, and out of the corner of your eye you see an airplane coming in. Let's see. Nikki, welcome to you. Argo 132190 is Veeam radar. I got over here 128975 is all around here. Veen is over here center. I don't know if they're gonna do center, if we'll talk to center first or not. But that is 132190. Or Veen radar, like you said. At the ski jump, you turn right into the valley, and that's Brenner Pass. Oh, and that's the way you get to Italy, is you make that right turn. So if you're driving, maybe I don't know which direction you're coming from. So maybe it is a right turn. At the Olympic ski jump. I'm just gonna wait for them to beat me. We'll wait till we get beeped. And seatbelts at about 25,000 feet. And we have been beeped by LOWI approach 128975. 128975. There's LOWI approach. LOWI ATIS.
Austrian 170.
Information Chuckles is aboard. Information Chuckles.
Negative 210 Foxtrot.
And that's what we have here.
Austrian 170. Do you require backtrack?
Negative 170.
Thank you, Austrian 170. Line up runway 26. Austrian 170, line up runway 26.
Line up runway 26.
Beeline 5 Papa Delta, fly heading 210, cleared localizer DME east approach.
Heading 210 and please look like you're going to get
Austrian 27 Foxtrot via Alpha to the apron, please.
G-Brill. Hello, hello. Welcome in on YouTube. Thank you for coming in.
Draw speed 220 knots or less.
Speed 220 knots or less. And what was the heading class again?
Heading 120.
Heading 120.
Joker, Alan, have a nice drive. Safe travels. Watch out for crazy people. We'll see you soon. And peace and out.
Austrian 1 to hotel, 180 knots, maintain until 7 DME.
0 until 7, Austrian 1 to hotel.
Runner 1959, maintain speed 180 knots until 7 DME.
180 knots until 7 DME.
Affirm, you're cleared for the approach.
Clear for the approach.
Austrian 960, descent altitude 9,500 feet, QNH 1006.
Unit 1006 and descent. Altitude 9,500 feet, Austrian 960.
Innsbruck radar, November 850, Sierra Bravo, TBM 850.
Hi, Spitfire RAF. Happy New Year to you.
Charlie, West.
Hope your 2026 is off to a good start. Welcome on in. Thanks for coming by.
November 850, Sierra Bravo, number 1 for clearance, stand by.
Innsbruck approach, very good evening. Ryanair 441 is overhead Manil with information Charlie descending on the Tulsi arrival.
Ryanair 441, hello, I call you back. Eurowing 6 Romeo Mike, clear to land runway 26, and calm.
Clear to land runway 26 and calm.
Beeline 5 Papa Delta, speed 180 knots.
Hi, Marty. Happy Saturday.
Austrian 960, turn right, heading 230.
I wonder.
Sierra Papa Foxtrot.
There is
Sierra
a
Papa Romeo
hold
Foxtrot
at
November, expect
Rattenberg.
Localizer, DME East approach.
I wonder if we should put in the hold at Rattenberg.
Ryanair 441, expect localizer, DME East approach, descent front level 130.
Descending now flight level 130, expecting the localizer DME approach. Ryanair 441.
Austrian 170, radar contact 4,600.
Well, they didn't
climb flight
say
level
anything
160.
about prepare to hold at Rattenberg. Always like to put in a hold if possible. Inbound course would be 224. Inbound course 224.
Austrian 960, turn right heading 280.
Hold.
Direction fly heading 290.
Rattenberg 224. I don't know. They didn't say anything. We'll just stop at 13 and do what they say. What is the Twitch check mark? That means that you're a partner at Twitch. Thank you, Irby, for explaining that. That was a really big day. That was pretty exciting. Stindo fly, it's not that busy for a hold.
You can fly.
But we're sim pilots. We love to hold. We're crazy like that, right?
Okay, Sierra Fox
Right,
November.
Stindo fly.
Increase speed 160.
You know, you hear from ATC that says, okay, you got to hold. And we go, oh, yay, a hold.
And over 6 Papa Mike.
I think KDZY, I believe that that is actually what you do in the real world. You automatically enter holds. That's not current code of conduct in VATSIM, but I think that if they were to make it, I would just be ready to go. You know, so I don't know.
Ryanair 441, fly, vectoring for the approach, fly heading 120.
Vectoring for the approach, our new heading is 120 for Ryanair 441.
Austrian 225, direct Rattenberg, descent level 130.
So they're not doing the hold, but we're going to do some vectors. Victor.
Austrian 960, turn left heading 220 to intercept the localizer.
Next flight is Cleveland to Nashville to Baltimore. It's a spy flight 2 hop.
Austrian 170, clear direct cap, Kilo Papa Tango. November 850, Sierra Bravo. November 850, Sierra Bravo. November 850, Sierra Bravo, cleared to waypoint Geski via...
Low-vis came in with flaps 3. There's no wind, and it's a nice approach. Low-vis, I think, was in an Airbus for flaps 3. So we'll probably do flaps 30. Hi, Wheelchair Gamer. Waiting for a hold, too, but I don't want to be too high.
Correct. Sierra
I don't think they're doing the holds, so
descent altitude
if the goal is to arrive in BNA for the event, we might want to change the plan. The event is 4 hours away, and Cleveland to BNA is 2 hours. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, what could we do? Do we need to insert a flight after this one and do something else real fast?
November, Sierra Bravo, startup approved.
Let's see, Michal.
Ryanair 441, descend altitude 9,500 feet, QNH 1007.
1007 on the altimeter. Descend now 9,500 feet for Ryanair 441.
Austrian 170, monitor advisory, goodbye. Ryanair 1959, clear to land, runway 26, wind calm.
Airline runway 26. So right.
1007, really?
Austrian 1 to hotel, taxi to the apron via Alpha.
Everywhere Alpha Austrian 1 to hotel.
Ryanair 441, on navigation, direct Rattenberg, and confirm speed 220 knots or less.
220 knots now or less, and we are direct Rattenberg for Ryanair 441. 220. And let's get direct to Rattenberg.
November 850, Bravo, requesting taxi.
November 850, Sierra Bravo, taxi holding point Bravo, runway 26, and do you require backtrack?
A negative backtrack, taxi holding point Bravo 26, November Sierra Bravo.
Austrian 960, 180 knots, maintain until 7 DME.
Sir, take it for Austrian Rapid.
Austrian 960, 180 knots, until 7 miles final.
1027
LAX
Ryanair
to
441, direct Advik.
now direct to Advik for Ryanair 441.
Ryanair 441 is cleared localizer DME east approach, expect runway 26.
Expecting 26, cleared for the ILA localizer DME approach for runway 26.
Approach with the Austrian 960 descending flight level 809.
First Beeline 5 Papa Delta, clear to land, runway 26, wind calm. Ryanair 1959, taxi via Alpha to the apron, goodbye.
Alpha to the apron for right now. Good day.
Sierra Foxtrot November, maintain speed 160 knots.
This
until
one was
3
work,
miles
but
final.
we're doing good. All right, that looks great.
Unable to November. If you want, we can disconnect due to simulator failure.
I should have set that in VOR too. Okay. LAX to BNA is a long one. Let's see. Irby says, why don't we do a short flight from Kona to Honolulu? Maybe we ought to do
Ryanair
that.
441, speed 180 knots.
180 knots now for Ryanair 441.
Sierra Foxtrot November, just to confirm, is you are unable to maintain speed or you have a simulator failure, crash, whatever?
Simulator failure, crash, whatever. Whatever could it be? I'm going to do a little anti-ice coming in
have a
here.
nice evening.
Thank you.
November Sierra, Quetch November 850, Sierra Bravo, line up runway 26.
Line up runway 26, November 850, Sierra Bravo.
Austrian 966, good evening, Innsbruck, radar contact, descent flight level 130, expect localizer, DME east approach.
JSG Droid had a great landing rate, minus 275, and it felt good. Let's see, Gatwick to Heathrow. Oh, there's a short flight. Did they even do that flight, Pratt PT? Tim Dog says Denver Center is up. Sounds like we might need more than Hawaii. I don't know, time-wise. We could take we could do a commuter flight down to Denver from. We all bought the new Bozeman Airport. We could do Bozeman down to Denver, and then do Cleveland to Nashville to Baltimore. Hi, Sim Pilot UK. Because Tim Dog says that Denver's up. Hey, Manifee, welcome aboard. Oklahoma City's a little bit too far, but that might be a good intermediate flight. Plus, I think that I don't know if there's snow over on that side of the state or not. There might not be. There might not be snow there. Miami to Tampa, Matthew Witzber says Miami to Tampa.
Romeo, Tango, Tango.
Hawaiian shirt's always nearby, though. I better concentrate on this. So let me concentrate here for just a bit.
78 Papa November, speed 270 knots or less.
270 or less speed.
I actually think it's a cool airport, Dad, game time. Makes me wish that I lived over there instead of over here because I'd fly there. Loviz says no need to go and do Oklahoma until we get the Justice liveries for the 737. There you go. Yeah.
Ryanair 441, speed 180 knots, maintain until 7 DME.
And 180 knots, maintain that till 7 DME for Ryanair 441.
Austin 225.
Actually, I never had a Carhartt jacket.
Localizer DME is
I never had a Carhartt jacket. But it really is a nice airport. That might be a nice one. Let's get approach armed. Approach is armed. Hi, she's 017. It will put, if you double click the flap selection, it will put in the line below rather than clicking the other button. Which one is that, Sim Pilot? I must have missed that.
Bilan 78 Papa November, speed 250 knots. Direct Ramberg, Romeo Tango Tango.
Speed 250 knots and direct Romeo Tango Tango.
If you double click on the flap selection.
Papa November, descent altitude 9,500 feet, QNH on 007.
And let's come on over there. On the page in the McDo that you're currently on. Oh, you saying double click will put it in there? So if you double click that, it'll automatically as opposed to click it once. I think I see what you're saying. That's cool. Let's see, landing lights. And all this is good. No clearance to land yet. And all that's great. Posture check. Thanks, SimPilot UK. Manifee wants to do MBPV. This is an offset localizer and 180 intel. Emmett, we're going to probably need to do a flight before Cleveland. So we think we're going to have to do something before Cleveland. We could do Kona to Honolulu. That might be a little short. Or we're going to do Bozeman to Denver where there is ATC. So we're thinking about doing that. Or Tim Dog says we could fly into Cleveland and make it a 4-hop. You want to do, what's that freeware airport north of Chicago that we all have that we never go to? What's that freeway? We've all got a freeware that we got north Milwaukee. Do we want to do Milwaukee, Cleveland, Nashville, Baltimore? Would that fit it out? Okay. And I'm going to concentrate on my landing. How about wheels? Landing gear would be a good thing to do, right?
Jet 225, speed 180 knots or greater.
Man, the only reason we're talking about Denver out of Bozeman is because there's ATC in Denver. I don't know what's happening in PDX right now. Gear down, 3 green. Speed for landing, 148. Let's call it 150. Kind of a frosty evening tonight, but they had a lot of snow in the high country of Austria. So I guess it's pretty good. Absolutely. Manifee says the 4-hop would be a little bit too much.
Sierra, number 1, I call you back. Ryanair 441, clear to land, runway 26, wind calm.
Clear to land, runway 26, Ryanair 441. Okay. We'll figure out what we do after I land. I better try and concentrate on landing.
November 850 Sierra
Armed.
Bravo, fly heading
Okay,
060.
auto brakes, speed brakes, landing gear. We're good to go there. 180 until 6 DME. We are 7.5 DME.
Für ein Tri-Tri Hotel, hallo, Nabatur, Kalibek. Für 999 Sierra.
Sierra, go ahead.
Für 999 Sierra, information Delta to Schiphol, Mach 3 Hotel departure, runway 26, climb level 120, squawk 1000.
We have hit Amsterdam ready, Mach 3 Hotel departure, runway 26 and 1000, can you repeat the city?
Für 999 Sierra, repeat correct.
2500.
For 966, descent altitude 9,500 feet, QNH 1007.
1007, the perfect altimeter setting.
Austin 33 Hotel.
Go ahead.
Austin 33 Hotel.
Yes, this is an offset localizer in here. JST Droid it is. I absolutely love this approach.
Before the velocity of time 1 to 0,000 and 1,000.
Correct. Speed 178 Papa November, speed 180 knots, operator.
180 knots, okay,
November 850 Sierra Bravo, report heading to Wien Radar, 132.190, tschüss.
132.190 with heading, November 850 Sierra Bravo.
Austin 966, speed 250 knots.
Innsbruck, approach Ocean 49 Tango, 200 for flight level 170 and speed 290.
Flight slow.
That was blocked. First, Hungarian 78, hello, Innsbruck radar contact. Expect localizer DME.
Flight
East
slow.
approach, descent flight level 130.
Flight slow.
Expecting localizer DME East approach, flight level 130 and we are
Flight slow.
requesting holding somewhere.
Flight slow.
We have a lot of fuel
Flight slow.
on board Hungarian 78.
Flight slow.
I don't think that the glide slope indicator is accurate. I've got 2 red, now I've got 3 red.
Flight slow. Minimums. Flight slow.
Hey, somebody just got to do the published hold over Rattenberg.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
Austin 225, speed 180 knots until 7 DME. Speed 78 Papa November, speed 180 knots until 7 DME.
40. 30.
180 knots
20.
till
10.
Innsbruck approach, Ocean 49 Tango, flight level 180 for flight level 170 and speed 290.
Austin 49 Tango, hello, Innsbruck radar contact. Expect localizer DME East approach for runway 26, descent level 130.
Expect localizer DME East approach for runway 26 and descend flight level 130, Ocean 49 Tango.
Hungarian 78, resume normal rate of descent, free speed.
Normal rate of descent, free speed Hungarian.
Ryanair 441, taxi via Alpha to the apron, goodbye.
Alpha to the apron for Ryanair 441. Always nice to be in Innsbruck. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Austin 966, cleared localizer DME.
Okay, it's time to breathe a little bit. I don't know that the winds were actually calm. We kind of got blown a little bit like this over the runway. Something really seemed to me to be off about, you know, a calm winds kind of a thing. It didn't feel calm winds. Not complaining, but it was sort of like, really? We were just all over a lot more. But it felt good on, at least on the landing. Okay, auto brakes off, and if you came into chat, sorry I didn't mean to be rude. I just wanted to concentrate on the landing. Okay, everything looks good here. APU going
Sorry,
up.
Patrick, Ocean 49 and Tango.
Welcome to Innsbruck. This is also one of the places on, the list of real-world places that I've been to so many times in the sim that I want to come here someday and, spend a couple weeks just to see what it's like here. And this looks good. That looks great. Hey, we got the speed brakes down, we got the flaps up, we got the lights right, so that's really good. And we get a nice little taxi by. Hi, Joy Chu, welcome aboard.
17 Alpha, that was the information Delta, parking spot 11, type Charlie to flight Charlie. Request IFR clearance to Budapest filed with final cruise level, flight level 310.
Look at that, we got like 3 airplanes, 3 sets of lights that I see up there already.
Austrian Flight Tango is here descending to flight level 170.
Mustafa says, hey Moose, welcome aboard. Thank you for coming by. Moose gifted a sub here too and did a resub. Happy New Year, Moose. Good to see you. You said it was unrealistically soft. Well, it was okay. Moose, thanks for coming in. I'm sorry I missed your resub. Thank you for helping me to keep my world afloat for 57 months. Happy New Year, and I hope 2026 is already off to a good start for you and everybody at the Moose Lodge, including the cat that you've got there. And it goes, they don't really have predefined lines in the real Innsbruck because that way they can kind of shove airplanes to the right and to the left. But this is such a cool scenery. Welcome to Flughafen Innsbruck.
And confirm departure route is OBD for hotel.
And good. So parking brakes on. Parking brakes are on. Let's get off of their radar scope so we're not irritating ATC. That looks good. APU is available. I usually will flip the generators over here first, and engine number 1 and engine number 2. That looks really good. We don't need any caution lights on. I'm going to leave one set of fuel pumps on, one fuel pump on for the APU. Get the APU bleed on so we can keep the packs going there, and that'll be nice too. Keep the passengers comfy. Oh, engine anti-ice can go off as well. And we'll also turn off the probe heaters. Probe heaters are off. And that looks pretty good. Let's do anti-collision lights off. We already got the probe set to steady, and seatbelts can go off too. Come on over here. Go to ground operations. Go to ground vehicles. Set the chocks. Ground power. Go to ground vehicles, request some stairs, and we made it. What a cool airplane. Yeah, we made it. It didn't, it start off, you had a broken car. Ooh, that's never fun. When you hear that somebody has come and broken into your car, that's just really. I've had it happen a few times, not here, thank goodness, but it's just never a good feeling. So I hope your new year gets off to a much better start. And whoever broke into your car window, they cut themselves on the glass. Pebble Beach is high on Jimmy Boy's bucket list. Monty, good to see you. Alba Aviation, did I say that right? I can't really recommend Innsbruck and the area around. You are from southern Germany, and we've been there many times for holiday. You're also really fast. It gets you to the big lakes in Italy, so it's great to get there. Yeah, this is definitely one of the places to go, if for no other reason. I mean, look at those mountains. I mean, that just is really incredible. Ralph is in chat. Happy New Year, Ralph. Good to see you. My PC specs. Ralph, you are on YouTube, so if you look in the video description below the window that you're watching right now, you'll find most of my video specs. They have a case of beer and a box of pizza in the lobby. Peter, thank you. I'm sold. I'm sold. Peter, welcome on into you. It is. I mean, when you get, your car broken into and your stuff stolen, it really is. It's not good. Hi, Maddie. Welcome aboard. And good to see you, Ralph. Thanks for coming in. Well, we made it. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was arrested. What a great flight. For sure. And it was fun on this one. Sir, welcome aboard. Agent 1213, 2024 is running smoothly here. I hope it is running smoothly there. JSG Droid grew up in Pacific Grove on the Monterey Peninsula. I never got to play Pebble, but my dad did a couple of times. He was the head scorekeeper for the Bing Crosby AT&T for almost 40 years. So at Pebble Beach, that was the place to go and score. Oh, not score like that. Sorry. And I didn't even hit the drums button right. Well, yeah, sadly, Dad, game time for me. That's kind of like Leslie Nielsen for me. The reason the game is called golf is all the other four-letter words have been taken. So, shall we get ready? I saw a bunch of different suggestions for some things that we might do here. Let's go ahead and see how bad the landing was. Review your flight. And come on in here. And it said I landed with 1.09 Gs and minus 197. Minus 197. That's not bad. That's not bad. And a 197 for Innsbruck is actually, I think, pretty good because that runway, as you're starting to come in, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. It really does. Let's see. We are done there. Slowly back out here. Let's see. Bing Boing, welcome aboard. Toby, you did an American flight, Montreal to Melbourne. Loviz, Dad was just keeping score. You knew there was going to be a bunch of score jokes there, right? When you told us that story. Tim Dog, it was, I'd say for Innsbruck, that's like a butter landing. All right, let's see. We're going to turn off Moby Flight here. That turns off Moby Flight. And let's go ahead and reset the sim. Let's reset the sim. Okay. Let's come over and see what's happening on VATSIM. We heard several things were going on. So we heard that, Boston came up. Washington came up. Denver, though, has gone to sleep. So Denver's gone to bed right now. So if we want full ATC, somebody said we add maybe I did. We go from Boston to Cleveland, then to BNA, and then back to Baltimore. So we've all got those airports, and that might be a good, not a 2-hop, but, 3 hops in there. That might be a little much for the sim. I don't know. We could kind of change that. But that's the one that kind of makes the most sense, and maybe that will help us time out all of the stuff that we're trying to do here. So we got that going on. Clappy, welcome aboard. Toby does flights in Europe. JSG Droid, all the remote scores came to him over the radio. He knew who was in the lead first. And so everybody in the media hung out. Oh, I bet they had people assigned to his desk to get the scores. And Loviz says there's some stuff here. So there's stuff in the Caribbean too. Oh, wow, there's everything. Let's see, what do we got? We've got Kingston, Jamaica. We've got probably, by the looks of some of this, there's an event or something, all those planes going down there. Hi, Cats Are Love, welcome aboard. And so we've got some ATC here. We usually land at Juliana. We could do a flight from Juliana. Oh, let's see, Juliana over to Marin. Loviz says it isn't an event, it's just a lot of people flying. We could take off, nothing really specific at Nassau. Nothing really specific. Cuba's up, Jamaica's up. So there we go. Okay, Emmet is set up for MKE. So that was me suggesting Milwaukee. So I also suggested Milwaukee to Cleveland to BNA to BAW. Matt says Jamaica's nice. Thing is it's all going to be a little bit long. And Manafee says that there is an event at MPTO. Okay. Katzer Love says to hydrate. So I'm going to do a quick hydration. Okay, so I'm going to go and attempt to do a poll here. Oh, can't do it in that window. I have to change windows. Hang on. So, poll. I'm not going to be able to see chat while I'm writing this out. Sorry. But I'm going to put a few things in here and we can decide if we like that. All right, let's see here. And I'm going to include the 2 hops and the 3 hops, so you can tell me what you think about that too. Okay. Almost done figuring stuff out. There's all sorts of stuff down here. Okay, here are some suggestions based on stuff that I thought that you were writing in there. I'm sorry if I missed your suggestion, but there is a poll up over on YouTube. If you're watching over, there's a poll up over on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, you can just go over to Twitch, click on Spy Flight, and you'll be able to vote on it like that. I don't know how to do the poll on both channels yet. So one of them is Boston, Cleveland, Nashville, and Baltimore. One of them is Milwaukee, Cleveland, Nashville, Baltimore. One is going to be Bozeman to Portland. One is Nassau to Tampa, and then there's the Hawaii flight. So that's kind of what I thought would be good. So that's what we've got for that, and this poll will be up for just a little bit. And so we'll see. We've got Nashville, we got a Cleveland freeware, we've got a Baltimore, and we've got that Milwaukee thing. We've all got a Boston airport too, so the Boston will be nice. Dad's Game Time saw Grants Pass. Corrupted Tune. Did I say your name right? Welcome aboard. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. Welcome in, Corrupted Tune. Thank you for checking in. I hope 2026 is off to a good start for you. It's fairly good here. I remain out of trouble. Okay, it looks like a Boston to a 3-hop is winning by about a mile right now. So I need to see if Southwest does any business in Boston. KBOS. Let's see if I can get a gate for Boston. Let's see. Tim Dog has done the mill visual at Portland. There's probably a bunch of people that are milling around at the gate to see that, right? That's not that great of a joke, but I thought it was funny. Here is a Southwest flight to Baltimore. So that would be Boston gate B31A. B31A if I want for a Boston departure. Okay. Well, what we're trying to do is we're going to try and do some continuing service here. Now, it could be that that's just going to be too much for the sim and we'll have to blow out of it. We'll see. Beer run is tomorrow, actually. The beer run's going to be tomorrow. Let's see. FKYOU. I'm still live, I think. What's reasonable flight level for cruising in the A320? Flight level 350, 35,000 feet's not bad. Okay, it looks like Boston, Cleveland, BNA is winning by about a mile here. So I'm going to start preparing for that flight. I'm going to start preparing for that one. And we should probably think about ordering pizza. It's going to be a long day. Okay, what else have we got? All right, Boston. So KBOS, Boston, what are we doing here? Departure runway is 33 left. So 33 left is the departure runway. Cleveland is ILS runway 24 right. So 24 right. Okay. Southwest does not fly Boston to Cleveland, but that's okay. It's a good flight time for what we're trying to do. Irby has chicken and oyster mushroom sauce and fried rice. Ooh. And spring rolls for later? I forgot about that, Kuma. Loviz just became a special agent over on the channel. Thank you, Loviz. I knew you were over on Patreon, slowly closing that down so I can put stuff over on YouTube. Thanks, Loviz. And also, you don't know how much I appreciate the messages that you send over on Discord that says, hey, Dave, you realize that's like an 8-hour flight. Hey, Dave, you realize that flight is like to Mars. Because I really, when I plan some of these, sometimes my brains are just not, they're really scrambled, so I really appreciate those. The next two flights will be realistic Southwest flights, so that means that if you want to fight over your seats, you can do that. Oh, they don't fight over their seats? Oh, okay. Oh, it's in, Manafee says those were spring rolls, but they're filled with cheese. You realize that would lead to some cheesy jokes, right? All right, I think that the poll has officially wrapped, and Boston, Cleveland, BNA it is. Okay, what could happen? We can't fly to Mars? Only if you can get Arnold Schwarzenegger to come in and say, get your ass to Mars. If we could figure out that might work. Hi, Nikki, welcome aboard. Do they really do peanuts? I thought that they had to do pretzels because peanut allergies and stuff are so bad. So you have to do that. All right, let's get Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can still fight over your seats for now, but January 26th, Southwest officially starts to do seats. I don't breathe so corny. I'm taking the PMDG right now, Green. Although, I guess I should probably see if there is a max. There's got to be a Moby flight for the max, right? There's got to be a Moby flight, so I should set that up. I did look for one for the 777, and that's only for Airbus style cockpits. Let's see. Every time I do a flight, change flights or something, I always restart sim. Okay. There's Loviz says there's plenty of profiles for the 737 MAX. Okay, I'll go and get one of those. That way we can do the iFly 737 MAX. And that'll be cool too. So let's see. I think we can start doing... let's see. Well, let's just go and see. We got a little bit of time. So let's do... Now, I'll do that later. Let's plan the flight. That gets to be a little boring. So, new flight. we are going to be SWA, Southwest Airlines, Flight 441, departing KBOS, Baston Logan. We're going to KCLE. Typing is hard. I'm going to add an extra. I've been adding a little bit more time to my departures here. And let's get a 737-8. Let's see. Tim Dog says all of the seats are in rows 7 and 8 because you are a card holder. I've got somewhere over in, like by my wallet, I have a Jack of Diamonds and an Ace of Spades. So I'm a card holder too. Can I get a good seat? Okay, let's go and do a 737-800. TV Simmurray, thank you for trying to post something. I'm sorry it didn't post. If you put it over in Discord, we'll get it there. Okay, here is Southwest Airlines. Oh, it's the Southwest credit card. I actually got rid of almost all of my cards. And minimum, I'm just going to do 15 minutes of fuel extra there. But I'm going to bump this to 20 minutes of taxi because we're going over to 3-3 left. 3-3 left. 2-4 right. SimBrief got us good. We're in great shape. And pounds. And I think that's great. Let's generate a flight. Eric is on YouTube for the first time. Hi, Eric. Welcome aboard. Favorite airliner? Really, we've got so many. I mean, so it's really hard to pick. If I had to pick a current one that I really like flying the most right now, it's the A319. It's the little baby bus. And that's the one that I would use in a very, very big, crowded VATSIM event. A close second, another one on the top 5 list is the one that I'm doing right now. And that is the PMDG 737 is cool. I also really like the PMDG 777. All right. Almost gonna get a few things done. Hang on a sec here. Control C. And there is a new title. Here comes a new flight plan. And all of that should be great. Okay, that's good. Let's go and pre-file on VATSIM. Pre-file. I hope that's a good enough answer. I really hope that the Bluebird 7.5 is going to be a great airliner. So flight level 360 is what we've got for our cruise. And file the flight plan. Okay, that looks really good. We don't need that anymore. VATSIM radar. Let's go to Boston. So I don't usually go to the southwest gates. Let's see if we can figure out where this is. It's supposed to be gate Bravo 31. There's Bravo 31 right there. And there's Bravo 31A. That's where we're supposed to go for Southwest. Let's see. Not Lamu. Did I say that right? On Twitch. Welcome aboard. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, right near the taxiway. That's perfect. Okay, that looks good. What am I forgetting here? We've done the title. We've done the flight plan. Let's clean up some stuff here. So bump that up 2 lines because there's our 4-hop. Tomorrow is Castlerejo. That's gonna be really hard. Getting the jetliner out of Castlerejo. The secret is manage your zero fuel weight. Manage your zero fuel weight. That's super duper important. Oh, I actually do need the PDF here for a second. There's our route for Boston. Okay, there's our route into Cleveland Hopkins. So we want to go to gate Bravo 31 Alpha. Let's just put, those are our gate assignments. So we've got those taken care of. We've got that cleared. We don't need that squawk code anymore. And we're all ready to go. Slide that over there. Slide that over there. And just wait for the sim now. Is it Miller time? Not Liam. Welcome aboard. Long time no see. Welcome in. Thanks for coming by today. We're doing an advanced 737 hop. But it's like it would be for the real jetliners. The real jetliners, they don't just do one flight and are done for the day. How long have I done the flight simulator games? Well, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was a flight simulator called the Sublogic Flight Simulator. That's the first one I ever had. It was for a Commodore 64, which means I'm pretty old. Maddie says I should order pizza now. Oh yeah, you let the sim breathe. Pratt PT. That's actually kind of an important thing, I think. So even though it's going to pop up with the go ahead and start flying thing here, you can still hear on your hard drive, it's spinning away. So the sim's still loading in and all that. So one of the things is that's the term that I use. It's like opening a bottle of wine. See, it says start right now, but I think that the sim is still busy. I think it's still loading in and doing stuff. And unless you've got just, HAL the supercomputer or something like that, you really just need to go slow and, wait for, about 3 to 5 of these, scene changes here. And then after that, then maybe go and hit the start button. Sim Pilot UK. Yeah, I've started to wonder, and I wonder if somebody isn't going to come up with a way that we can replace the movie with just a nice picture or something, because it's getting old. But yeah, Sim Pilot UK, I'm ready for a new picture too. Kuma does not know how to get my user ID onto the airplane. It's different for every airplane. I know that they had a way to replace it over in Flight Sim 2020 Sim Pilot UK. So my guess is eventually they're going to find a way to replace it here. We all have a little, we're all a little freaky outy over that. Now then, Southwest, I don't know that is Southwest the high density here? I guess it is. I guess Southwest and Ryanair are both high density. So let's get the Southwest livery. There's our Southwest livery. You can replace it in 2024 too, but there's not many alternatives. I'd just as soon replace it with a pretty picture of an airplane, that's it. And no says single class. So single class, thanks Tim Dog. Okay, single class. And now we'll go to livery and click the Southwest livery. Eric, back when I was a whole lot younger, I did want to be an airline pilot. I really did. I even started school, college, for a professional degree and stuff like that. But I obviously I have glasses on, so I was nearsighted and still am. But back in the day, if you were nearsighted, you were not going to get a job as an airline pilot. Today, you probably could. But now, back then when I could have started a career, and I've now reached the age where I would be retired. I can't get that job, so I play Flight Sim. Southwest does not pack you in like sardines, so it's single class. Okay. Let's go and find Boston. KBOS. Boston Logan. And this is another thing where I would really like to just click, 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 click and go. But I really feel like the thing to do with the sim is wait till it loads stuff in. Rather than have it say start flight right now, I wish it would rather tell us, when it's done loading and then tell us to do that. Because I think that when you're clicking and clicking and clicking while it's loading stuff up, that becomes a problem after a while. Bravo 31A. That's there we go. Bravo 31 Alpha, and start the flight. Here we go. Hi, let's see, it's Grimmer Bob, right? Welcome aboard, Grimmer Bob. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. It's not actually that sad, Eric. I don't know that I'm ready to be one of those people that says everything happens for a reason and stuff. But the bottom line is I think it ended up turning out for the best for me. I really do think it turned out for the best. I think as I grew older and got to understand, you know, my personality, I think I ended up learning the things that I would do really, really well as opposed to the things that I would not do well. And I think in the end, I probably would not have been the best choice to be an airline pilot. I think that my skills lie elsewhere. So in the end, I think it was really good that I didn't get a job as an airline pilot. So, you know, I also, at the time, you know, you make the best decisions you can with the information you have at the time. And if you can do that, that's a good thing. And I did. So there you go. Tim Dog is doing a citation flight today. Grimmers is your nickname. You got it in school, but it was already taken when you joined Twitch. So... and chat's going by a little fast. I'm missing some things. SimPilot UK, anybody worked? We have an ACARS, so that was a good thing there. And let's look outside. Uh-oh. We need to get some camera shots in here. Hang on. So let's get this. And yeah, none of these, but I've learned how to import now, which is great. PMDG, I've been using the 800 SSW. I think this is the good one. Import all and replace them. All right. Yep, this is the one I like. That's what we need for this airplane. And again, I saw a lot of messages go by, and I'm kind of falling a little behind lately. Pratt PT says distracting others, which is an awesome name on Twitch. Hi, distracting others, has been a subscriber for 38 months. Thank you for 38 months of support and really nice jet fuel in the flight plan. Thank you for helping me to keep my lights on here. I could not do this without you, and I'm really grateful because I really like getting to do this now. All right, let's see. Everything looks good here. Oh, I forgot something. Good thing Polyout's not here. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. Irby. Oh, no. Oh, hang on. Oh, I never turned those on today. I'm sorry. Hang on a minute, Irby. I need to go like this. I need to go like this. Come over here. All right. Hang on a sec. There we go. I played the chicken sound instead. To do Volanta, and now it's updated. Thank you. All right, we're good to go there. What is Volanta? Volanta is a flight tracker. It's a logbook. It's a bunch of other things. It's a bunch of other little things there. And if you're a live streamer for Flight Sim, it puts the little stuff you see up there at the top. Grimmer Bob, you're on... Okay, Grimmer Bob, you're on Twitch. So if you look below the window where all the little panels are, where you see music and stuff like that, and about me, There's also a full list of my system, and that will show you what my system specs are. Okay. Okay, we needed to lose the stairs, and we're going to request a jetway and request ground power. And here comes a jetway, and they're connecting ground power. Oh, you were asking somebody else. Sorry, Grimmer Bob. Like I said, I tend to get a little bit behind in chat. All right, this looks good. There comes a jetway. Hey, look at that. It made it all the way out to the airplane. Take that, Atlanta. And there is a jetway. Now, if you look carefully, it did not open the door. So you do need to go to your door, disarm your slides, and it says open. But be sure you disarm your slides first. And then if we come around here and open the door and look out there, the door's not open. Disarm and open. Opening. Seriously, you can't open the door? Hey, we got the door open and we got a jetway. Yay. All right, so that's good. Let's come on down here. And we've got ground power and all that's good. Let's go out of here, go into electronic flight bag, and request data from SimBrief. My Southwest livery would not load. It should load, and I think there's a Southwest livery in the PMDG Ops Center. You may need to go over there to grab it. And Kuma got SimBrief working. This may have been said already, but Bluebird said the 757 will be released this year. No idea. Green, we've heard about that too. At the risk of being cranky, I'll get excited when I'm reaching for my debit card to pay for it. Yes, soon. We hate that, don't we? Okay, let's see. Boston. We are over here. We're going to grab parking gates. We need to get airport info, and our departure is going to be the Highland 7 departure. Highland 7. Hey, Thalo, welcome aboard. And the Highland 7 departure has an initial climb clearance of 5,000 feet. Pop that into your notes because they might not give that to you in your clearance, but they expect you to know it. Okay, so we got that there. Coming into Cleveland, we're the tribe, like in the Indian, like the football team. Okay, it's the tribe arrival, and we're coming into runway 24 right. So landing 24 right and left. That's gonna put us at Butter. B-U-D-R-W. Butter? I don't know. Okay, so 24 right. 24 right. Do we have a direct connection there? And there is Birdrow. This is baseball? Oh, okay. Oh, it's the tribe is the baseball. Cleveland Indians, the tribe. Okay, got it. I do know some things. Okay, so it's Butter over there. And then come on down here. We need airport info and parking gates. And our arrival gate is going to be Bravo 11. Bravo 11's right here in the middle. Okay, we got everything we need to do our flight. Let's see. Zachariah. Did I say that right? Zachariah? Kayla is on YouTube. Hi, Zachariah. You did a flight from Miami to LaGuardia? Way to go. And you did the level up. How was your flight there? Thanks, AMG. All right. Pilot, thank you. I'm sorry I missed some stuff. And let's come on up here and do ground battery, ground power. There we go. A fuel pump. Strobe lights off, but steady lights on. Come on up here. Emergency exit lights are armed and guarded. Windshield heaters on. Come up a little bit more. Nav and nav. Okay, all of that looks really good. Airplane's coming to life. FMC. Position init. We are at KBOS. Boston Logan. We are at gate Bravo 31 Alpha. Bravo 31 Alpha. What do you bet it doesn't know that one? Not in database. Let's go to next. GPS. Back and boxes. Okay, take a break here. Irvy's going to take the MAX out, the 737 MAX. A lot of the Cleveland waypoints are named after Cleveland Browns and Cleveland Indian players, the Indians. I think that's a great idea for them to do that. I mean, hi Sparky, welcome aboard Drama. And Cookie the Cake is here. Cookie did the JFK event yesterday. It was so busy. You were taxiing around for an hour and a half before you got. Really? So, Cookie the Cake, you actually got clearance to push and start your engines, and then you taxied for an hour and a half? How did your fuel end up on that flight? Because usually once they start your engines, it's like, you know, ATC needs to get you out of the airport, right? Eric, that's actually one of the most common questions that we get in flight sim is, do you think that you could actually land a real world airplane? Now, I've got a private pilot's license, so if it's a Cessna 152, a 172, and a Cardinal, I might be a little bit rusty because it's been a long time, but I could probably do that without a problem. Something like this, the answer is hell no. We learn a lot of really cool stuff in the simulator. We really do. But you just don't get the feel of a real yoke, of actually controlling this airplane. It's not the same. Plus, the other thing, Eric, is I'm sitting here at home, okay? I mean, we got a really nice airplane here in our great flight simulator, right? But Eric, I'm sitting here in my apartment. I've got my goofy old chair. I got a cup of tea over there, and I'm sitting in front of a computer, right? One of the things that I think is one of the biggest deals about flying an airplane, and somebody saying, hey, you're a sim pilot, could you land a real airplane? One of the things that we don't get is we're not getting bounced around. Okay, you don't feel the acceleration of the airplane taking off. You don't feel the G's on your body when you make a turn. You don't feel any of that stuff. And that right there, I think, is one of the biggest things that people aren't ready for. So there you go. Now, does that mean that if all of a sudden I'm a passenger in an Airbus A319 or A319 2021, and the pilot ate the fish, the co-pilot had the chicken, and I had the lasagna, I could come up to the flight deck and I could probably install a Category 3 landing if everything works. If everything works. And the airplane will land itself and everybody will be happy. But if I have to put my hands on the controls, it's probably might be a little bit okay. I don't know. I really don't know. I would be surprised as hell, G-Slayer. Tim Dog's starting up Phuket. There's no inertia. Yeah, there's no inertia sitting in my apartment right now. Unless my chair just gets too old and it breaks, there'll be a hell of a lot of inertia there. Pudale, we've got a great spy hat already set up here. Thank you for reminding me. You get a speed error at Beale that you can fix by changing your speed on the descent screen to 280. Okay. And let's see. I do want, yeah, Palo, No, I love lasagna, I do. But the joke is, you know, if the pilot ate the fish, the co-pilot had the chicken, and I had the lasagna, because you may remember that Dr. Rumack in the movie Airplane had the lasagna. You know, Peter Graves had the fish, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had the chicken, and Leslie Nielsen had the lasagna. So that's that joke. That's the joke. Scorched Tactics is such a great name. Hi, Scorched Tactics. The FSS 175. Yes. The Flight Sim Studios E-Jet? Yeah, I have. I don't know enough about that airplane really to do a good job with it. And plus, until they get out of experimental mode, I'm not really interested in playing their flight data game. I know, I'm displaying attitude and I shouldn't. I really hope that they get that airplane going, Scorched Tactics, because I like the E-Jets and want them to work out really good. Okay, currently doing a flight from Boeing Field. Happy landing. Welcome in Super Echo Storm. Good to see you. It is a lot easier to take off and land. I think lasagna is good. Okay, let's get this going. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. Flight is great. Let's do set payload. Passengers are aboard. Fuel. Fuel is aboard. Route. Wait a second. There's our route. And I don't know if we actually have to request it or not. I think we do. Maybe. Nope, we don't. You don't have to do the flight request. Just be patient. So route uplink is ready and load it. From there, let's get Mr. Flight Plan. That looks good. Route uplink is loading. It should be Highland Cam. And clear. Page 2. Highland Cam looks great. We even have the airway. Activate and execute. Cool. Let's see. We did get a clearance. We love PDCs. So, Southwest 441 is clear to Cleveland. Boston Highland 7. Flight level 360. Squawk is 2467. Cleared. Climb via the SID. 10 minutes after departure. Contact 121.92 push. Probably because we're going to push onto an active taxiway. Okay, so let's also look. Messages, ATIS, make sure it's still 33 left for departure. Departing runway 33 left. All right, we're good. We know what we're doing. Let's see. GT Boy, beer cheers. Happy Saturday. Manaphy, good to see. Yep, Vectors and Victors. What actually is a squawk? So there's a little box here in the here. It's in the center console down by the radios, and it's this little guy right here. It's called a transponder. And this is a radio in the airplane, and our squawk code for today's flight, this one is 2467. It is a unique code for our airplane only. 2467. Which means that on our radar scope, on the radar scope for ATC, our airplane will have a unique identification, so they know that that's us. Will there be a stream? Yes, 1800 Zulu. Our first flight is Castlerio to Samos. Our second flight is the Spy Flight Beer Run. The Spy Flight Beer Run. I did not start the APU. There we go. APU starts. Departure and arrival. We now know they are indeed using runway 33 left. 33 left. We are doing the Highland 7 departure and execute. Go back to index. Arrivals. Cleveland is on 2-4 right. We're doing the Tribe 4 arrival via Tom and Bud RW, Buttero, or whatever it is. Okay, that's good. Tim Dog, there is a United Arab Emirates 777 Alpha and Bravo in the grass. Probably bad scenery. It's been known to happen. And performance in it. We're going to go to flight level 360. Cruise winds are going to be... Cruise winds is 273 at 72.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
273 degrees at 72 knots. We're not going to have a great ground speed on this run. Programmer 72, just hit the follow button. Hi, Programmer. Welcome aboard, and thank you for coming in today. Pudale, thank you for reminding me to do a spy hat. We've got it in, so we're all good to go there. Cost
New recruit
Soap for the win. Hi,
Welcome
Soap
aboard,
for the win.
Agent.
Welcome aboard.
Stay sharp.
Thank you for your follow. Okay, cost index is going to be 60. So cost index is 60. Reserves and our alternate is Detroit. Final reserve and alternate says 5.38, so it's going to round it to 5.4. 5.4 is what we should do. Our zero fuel weight is 124,000.29, so 124.3. 124.3 is correct. That looks good. And execute that. Now we got an APU. Let's get the APU bleed in. We're going to turn on the packs for some air conditioning. We've got the windshield heaters on. I have not done our cruise altitude. 36,000 feet. 36,000 feet is our cruise altitude. Let's see. Our landing elevation is at Cleveland. Our landing elevation is 800 feet. So 800 feet for a landing. $800 feet. Cool. While we're at it, let's come on over here and start getting some numbers in. I have neglected to start Mobi Flight. I can't use the autopilot. Got to start Mobi Flight, otherwise it doesn't work. Let's see. Depends on the airplane, Eric, and all sorts of other things. But the thing about it is most airliners will do the math for you and tell you when to descend. Initial climb clearance is going to be 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet. Departure heading is going to be for 33 left. Is going to be too small for me to read.
Top clearance granted.
330 degrees.
Loyalty noted.
Somebody just did something nice. Hang on a sec. Let me dial this in. 330. That was Retriever Neil did a resub, and Retriever Neil's been here for 3 months. Thank you for being here for 3 months and helping me to keep the lights on. Thanks, Retriever Neil. Welcome in. After years with thousands of hours in FSX 204, I downloaded the new 20. It's good to be back, and you're a big aviation enthusiast. Soap for the win. I'll bet if you were in FSX back in 2024, you're probably looking at what you're seeing right now. You're seeing all these people on VATSIM with us here and the really great scenery and going, wow. And yeah, wow is what it really is. Argo Moldova, I know you put in a flight for Moldova, and I'm going to be popping that in. I really want to get that in there. I just am not moving quite fast enough. But I do see you in chat, and I do know that you want to do that, and I'd like to do that flight too. AMG wants to do the 737. Let's see, Fanny DeVoe. Did I say that right? That, you know what? That right there, that's my down and dirty descent. Oh, really? You give it 10 additional miles? Gee, I do like 25. You have to at least 25. At least 25 miles on mine. Okay, let's see here. We got all that set here in Boston. The altimeter is 2988. So inches of mercury, 2988. I'm seriously thinking about looking into picking up the left EFIS. The left EFIS for this from Windwing. I know I'm still waiting for them to get back to me and tell me whether or not they found my throttles, but still, I think that would be kind of helpful. Okay, that looks great. I think it's time to start closing things up here. APU generators going on. Ground power disconnect. That looks really good. Let's close doors and leave. So ground operations, we're going to release the jetway, and we're going to release ground power. There goes the jetway. Argo is Igor, and your wife's name is Asya. Did I say that right? No, we definitely want to go and try and do that flight with you. I just, like I said, I will get those in there. There's an awful lot of crazy moving parts in the spy flight, and that's why it takes a little longer. Okay, Sim Pilot, do you have the 737, the A320 top panel? I've got the A320 flight control unit and the right and left EFIS. I'm thinking I'd like to grab the one EFIS for my Boeing panel. Okay, let's come on down here. Parking brakes going on. Parking brakes are on. And ground power, jetway, I'm going to remove my chocks. And we're done with the ground tab. Let's come over here. Boston Logan, 33 left. 33 left. Import the weight, import the weather, and calculate speeds. Oh, wait a minute. No, we got to do this right. So the rating that we do is we do takeoff, not optimum. We do takeoff.
Keep it up. You will make it through. You bring joy to many. John 1.
Something just happened. I don't know what it was. There was a whole new voice in there. I missed something, that somebody said something nice, and I'm sorry I missed it. I did not get it. Sim Pilot, it's lost in the mail or stolen or something like that. I don't know. Whoever did something and had the new voice pop in and say something, I'm sorry, I was just chattering away and didn't listen. But I think you said something really nice, so thank you. Oh, it was a donation. It was a donation by an anonymous agent. Oh, I see it now. Somebody, wow. You just donated $100. Thank you. I tell you what, it will keep the engines running. Agent Anonymous, thank you, Tim Dog, for spotting that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I take all of those kinds of donations and I put them right back into new scenery, new pieces of equipment. And as the live stream grows and my success grows, one of the things I want to do is start being able to do some prizes and things eventually. And do some be able to spring for some airports if you're watching, and some other stuff. So I really do want to do those kinds of things too. And I have to tell you, looking at the numbers from last year, even though the economy was just ridiculous, there was the last 3 months of especially the last 3 months were really good. So I really do hope to be able to grow this so that we can start being able to do a few other things. Let's do GSX. So that was a great donation. And like I said, thank you so much. I will put it back into the live stream, and thank you. Let's see. Just looking down here. Did update this. Let's go get ready for pushback and departure. Dad, game time. Apartment or retirement village? Condo in a major world capital. I know that sounds ridiculous. I could not do a retirement village. I wouldn't do well in that kind of a scenario. Condo with a good view of something so that, you know, I can keep live streaming and have a nice view for my camera to look at something. So I really do want to, retire, condo in a major capital. You know, Berlin, Athens, something so that we get to see something cool. I'm seeing another, did somebody else just do a donation and I missed it? Is there two? Somebody just did another one. Thank you for that. That was another donation. Thank you. Again, I really appreciate this kind of support. I'm grateful to be able to be a live streamer. You know, my Twitch channel really did save me from, you know, layoffs in my career and them basically imploding the business. So I'm just super duper grateful. Thank you. Agent Anonymous has done another one. So that could be the same person or another person. But thank you for helping me to grow the world and start to move on a little bit from just getting by and stuff like that. I super duper grateful and thanks. Let's see. We need to look over here. Facing north on spot. Facing east and spot Bravo. I think that's best for us. That's where we ought to go. Agent Anonymous, thank you. So 2 anonymous agents. Okay, that looks good. I think we're ready to go. Yep, I think we're ready. Let's get on channel. Boston ground, 121.9. Is it Sheedy? 121.9. There we go. I mean, one place that would be really cool is also, you know, one of the cities where there was a lot of espionage history for me. I miss you, Duck. Are you talking about Sheedy, SimPilot UK? It's great that Sheedy's there. I'm looking forward to that. So Berlin would be a great place for a retirement condo because there's so much history there. I'd love to do a whole series of videos on spy stuff there. Okay, I think we're ready to go here. Let's get fuel pumps on. Fuel pumps going on. Looking good. Doors are closed. Hydraulic pumps. Seat belts going on. Almost time to go. Was that a wise quack? Oh, you missed the duck quack. Yeah, we do need to get the quack back in. Polyot has put in all of those in there. I'm also trying to get the spy emotes and stuff loaded in over if you're a channel member on YouTube. I'm trying to get those loaded in too. But I don't know exactly how Polyot did that. But yeah, it'd be great to get the quack back. Here. I don't think quack is set up yet. We'll just do that. And yes, of course, you have to have a rubber ducky on your desk. Seriously.
Apologies, was that Southwest 177?
It was.
Cross 4 right on Charlie, on the other side, contact Tello 128.8, Southwest 177.
Southwest 187, hold short runway 27.
Hold short runway 27, apologies, Southwest 177.
No problem.
Boston, very, very good afternoon from Southwest 441 and a Boeing 737 at gate Bravo 31 Alpha. Information, Juliet is aboard, requesting startup and pushback.
Southwest 441, Boston ground. Pushback is
Covert
approved.
drop
Advise ready to
received. Support log.
Push
agent.
proof. We'll give you a call
Much
for taxi.
appreciated.
You Southwest
The
441.
Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of
is
the
that
one and
the
only
same
Son,
dono
who came
that
from the
happened,
Father.
Or was that a third one? If that was a third one, that was super duper nice, and thank you. If somebody's out there, if you're the same person, wow, are you being nice to me, and thank you. But if that's somebody new, thank you for the support. Again, really appreciate being able to keep all of this going. I don't know what I'd do without you. The job world is just so
Subscriber
crazy, so
confirmed.
super
Top
duper
clearance
grateful, and
granted,
thank you for
agent.
the support. Commander
Loyalty
King just did a
noted.
resub for 50 months. Yeah, that's how long this has been going on. Hey, Commander King, thanks for the nice resub. Okay, and this should spin us over onto this taxiway here.
2925, boss. Runway 33 left, taxi via Quebec. Bravo,
It should put us there.
Charlie.
Commander
Cross runway
King,
4 left,
welcome in.
cross
Thank
runway
you.
4
And
right.
if you, again, if there were like 3 big donos like that, thank you for those 3 wonderful donations.
Quebec, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left.
There it is. Now it's starting to spin us in the right direction. Let's go start some engines. Packs off. And ground start engine number 2. Boeing airplane start engine number 2 first. And the N2 is going up there. The real pilots are also watching the oil level to make sure if the oil level all of a sudden like disappears, it's kind of a good indicator that you got an oil leak. And at 20%, we will do fuel. And there goes that engine starting. Tim Dog says I thought the electric hydraulic pumps went on after the doors closed. You turn them off for engine start? You don't need hydraulic pressure? I mean, I trust you. You're right. I figured that had to be on, but we have to turn those off for engine start. Hey, UK Sim Pilot. UK Sim Pilot's on YouTube. Welcome aboard. And there goes parking brakes.
1589, cross runway 4 right at Charlie.
Starting
Hope
engine
runway
number
7,
1.
120.8.
So these should have been turned off for the startup. No kidding. Pumps off door light and parking brake. Pumps off, door lights out, parking brake is set. That's how you do it.
Delta 4342.
Scorch
runway
tactics,
33
okay.
left.
Irvy got told off.
Taxi via Alpha.
Kuma just
Charlie,
took off, and I
cross
better
runway
get
4 left,
my
Hope
throttle,
runway 4
my
right.
fuel on. Okay, so Scorch Tactics says electric pumps off, door lights out, parking brake is set. A pumps off. Okay. That's when you do those.
Delta 4342, Boston ground.
It varies
runway
by
33
airline,
left,
but some airlines
taxi via
leave them
Alpha,
off the push because
Charlie,
if the pin should
cross
fail and the
runway 4
pilot
left, hold
accidentally
runway
kicks
4
the
right.
rudder pedal, it could damage the tow bar. Holy moly. The left 2 engine. So Scorch Tactics, we turned those pumps off. Oh yeah, you can confuse me very easy. Remember, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, before this turned gray, it was blonde. So, just saying, you want to confuse somebody, I'm a natural.
Korea 423, welcome to Boston. Taxi to signature via Echo.
Okay,
Alpha,
all that
cross runway
looks
4
good.
left.
Now then, we do have probe heaters. We have an auto and on, so I don't think I need to be turning the probe heaters on. They're going to be on automatically. So we just have to turn on the yaw dampers and monitor engine generator number 1. And we're done with the APU. And we need to do flaps 5. There's flaps 5. Auto brakes to RTU. That looks good. I didn't do a
radio check.
Oh, I didn't do the speed. Oh, did I? I forgot all of these. Takeoff, climb 2. And I totally forgot all of this stuff.
Charlie Romeo Echo 423, hold short of taxiway Charlie.
54 degrees.
20 going to be taxiing in front of you for
54 degrees. And takeoff. Flaps 5. CG. Speeds 139, 140, 144. 139, 140, 144. 144 up there. Somebody just taxied by in a little citation.
Aircraft calling from New York. You should have your PDC now.
Recycle our flight directors.
Cross running 4 right at Charlie. Hold short running 27.
Flight directors are good.
Cross runway 4 right at Charlie.
Okay, now we're done with that page. I'm like totally off. I'm totally off. Scorch tactics. It stops us from using the nose wheel even when the bypass pin is in. That makes perfect sense. I need to remember to do that. Let's do flight bag. And looks good up there. Good up there. So I've got to relearn my Boeing start stuff on this plane. And everything looks good there. I think let's call for taxi.
Charlie Romeo Echo 423, traffic no longer affected. Continue taxiing on Alpha.
Taking a break here. Take a breath before we say something on the radio. Boston ground high again from Southwest 441. Pushed and started from Bravo 31, facing taxiway Alpha with no damage to your jetway. Requesting taxi.
Southwest 41, stand by. Delta 4342, squawk 7015.
Not a good time for the damage to the jetway, Joe.
Southwest 441, left on Alpha for runway 33 left, then Charlie, hold cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right.
Southwest 441 left on Alpha. Charlie, we can cross runway 04 left, but we're holding short of 04 right. Southwest 441.
Delta 4342, cross runway
I got it
right.
right. Oh my gosh, I actually did get it right. Okay. Left on Alpha, right on Charlie, 4 left and 4 right. What would happen if I did that? I would show up on their screen like that, and they would be upset with me.
Stay sharp.
They would not like me. Parking brake. Bay State Controller just did a follow on the channel. And again, there were some incredibly generous donations that came in. Those don't happen every day. Thank you so much for the extra support. That was really super duper nice of you. Let's see, we do need to do trim 4.65. Probably about as close as we're going to get. Let's go. So throttle's up about halfway.
And
nothing's beeping. That is our configuration. And we are on the roll. Yeah, I think you're right. In the real world, in the sim world, if you do that kind of a thing, you get in trouble.
Delta 4342, squawk 7015.
And a nice little smart taxi out from the gate. And everything else is looking pretty good. So it's going to be interesting to see how this airplane handles a 3-hop.
Stay sharp.
It's going to be interesting to see how this handles a 3-hop. Highlights just hit a follow on Twitch, and Bay State Controller did a follow on Twitch. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And here's Charlie. And Arether
Delta 4342, Boston ground, are you with him?
Says posture check. Actually, the posture isn't all that bad right now. Give me time.
Roger that. Squawk 7015. November 420 X-ray Bravo, runway 33 left, taxi via Bravo, Charlie, hold, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right.
Okay, we're good to go there. Needing a little bit of oomph here to get us going.
Finish the taxi to 32 left via Bravo, Charlie, cross 4 left, hold 4 right, direction Bravo.
Delta 4342, can you hear me?
Hey, Delta 4342, did you forget, like me, to turn off your, to turn on the Katie Pilot app? Maybe the pilot's in the bathroom.
Delta 224, ready for taxi.
Delta 224, runway 33 left, taxi via Alpha, Zulu, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right.
33 left via Alpha, Zulu, Bravo, Charlie, cross 4 left, hold short 4 right, beautiful.
Delta 4342, Boston ground, are you with me? Southwest 441, stand by.
Oh, it must be that airplane over there.
88, Boston ground, pushing.
Is that a Delta up there? Maybe that's the one that isn't answering. That's who they're trying to call. That airplane's not answering. So we're all holding short here. That's why.
Roger that, Delta 4342. I need you to squawk 7015 before I can get you moving.
Arether says posture check. Let's just go down here and do parking brakes. And posture check. We got that taken care of. Maybe they switched over to tower before the handoff. It could get messy. Boston Tower 128.8. 128.8. And Boston approach is Sheedy, who is 133.0.
Delta 4342, cross runway 4 right at Charlie, hold short runway 27, monitor tower 128.8.
Tyler Dog, welcome aboard, Tyler Dog. Yeah, probably a good idea to hydrate right now. Probably hydration time.
Delta 4342, cross runway 4 right at Charlie, hold short runway 27, monitor tower 128.8.
Hey, look at that, they're moving. We have progress. We have progress.
Southwest 441, cross runway 4 right at Charlie, hold short runway 27, and monitor tower 128.8.
Southwest 441, cleared across 04 right, but we're going to continue on Charlie and hold short of 22, no, it's the other one. It's 27, and we're going to monitor tower 128.8. Happy New Year from Southwest 441.
Happy New Year to you too.
128.8.
658.
Monitor tower 133.0 is next. 133.0 is next. And we hold short of the next one. Hey, Russ, welcome aboard. Maybe they're doing text. Russ, was there a PMDG up to... I don't know about today. There was a few days ago, Russ.
4342.
And it was for mostly textures and art stuff, I think. Fly FKYOU, you're going to flight level 410. Iron Mike Dyson, you got your private pilot's license a couple of weeks ago. Iron Mike, in the flight sim or in the real world? Either way, we're going to celebrate, but we've got a couple of people coming in celebrating.
New recruit detected. Welcome aboard, Agent. Stay sharp.
Southwest 441, cleared across at Charlie. Sickly Ignition just hit a follow. Hi, Sickly Ignition. Thank you for your follow. Real life, Iron Mike Dyson. Congratulations to you. Big cheers. That is a huge, huge accomplishment. Look, not everybody can fly a real airplane, and you did. You've got a private pilot's license, and I always like to make a big deal about it. I know that when I got mine, it was the best thing in the world, and it's probably my biggest accomplishment in life, and I'm super happy about that. So congratulations, Iron Mike. Are you going to continue on? Are you getting your next license, going for your instrument or your multi-engine next?
Top clearance
And
granted,
Brady
Agent.
G, welcome back to
Loyalty
you.
noted.
Happy New Year. Welcome on in. Triguns just did a resub for 4 months. Thank you for the resub. Good to see you, and thank you for coming by today. JR can fly a Cessna 172. Andre is in chat from Brazil. Welcome in. You're going to take a break and then go for the instrument. I didn't finish my instrument, but that was like really fun studying for me. I really enjoyed the studying for the instrument and learning about that. I wish I'd kept going and kept that one going, but I didn't. Okay, departure is going to be VNAV, LNAV. I'm going to arm my auto throttles. Kuma is from Portugal.
Good afternoon, Tower. This is November 420 X-ray Bravo.
Okay.
7 on Charlie.
Time to concentrate.
Roger.
Austin Tower, Bosox 27, airborne 500.
Bosox 27, ident.
Ident for Bosox 27.
Bosox 27 radar contact 3 miles northwest from the airport. Proceed direct.
Manifee is departed. We'll see you, Manifee. El Pepino, welcome aboard, and bonsoir to you. Happy New Year and happy 2026. Welcome, welcome.
Bosox 27, turn right heading 180.
Right turn 180, Bosox 27.
Argo Moldova has a job at Turkish Airlines. Congratulations.
Roger, we'll be looking for
Argo Moldova is training as a second pilot. Congratulations.
441, runway 33 left, line up and wait.
23 left, 33 left, line up and wait. Southwest 441. Congratulations, Argo Moldova. That's huge news for you. I'm really excited to hear that. I hope you get. It's a really good job at Turkish Airlines.
24 heavy Boston Tower, cross runway 27 at Charlie.
Cross 27 at Charlie, 224.
American 109 heavy, hold short runway 4 left at Kilo.
You're going to be flying the 737 MAX 8. So do you have the MAX 8 in the flight sim? Have you been able to learn a little bit about that?
Bosox 27, thanks, maintain visual.
New recruit detected. Welcome aboard, Agent. Stay sharp.
Watch direct signature for Bosox 27.
American 109 heavy Boston Tower.
American 10 heavy.
Landing lights. I think we're ready to go. YIS 1907, thank you for the follow.
Just make sure remain west of runway 33 left at all times.
Roger, remain west of the 33 left center line for Bosox 27.
I think we're all ready to go here.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
I think we're ready.
Stay sharp.
Delta 4342, contact departure.
Enrico just hit a follow button. Thank you for the follow. You fly it in the sim too. Argo, that's great.
441, runway 33 left, clear for takeoff.
33 left, clear for takeoff. Southwest 441. Shall we go? Throttles going up.
Bravo, runway 33
El
left,
Clocko is set. And takeoff thrust.
Number 318 Boston Tower, hold short runway 27.
November 318, cross runway 27 at Charlie.
Landing gear off. Command. That's not ready for...
441, contact departure, good day.
Over to departure, United 441. Southwest 441. See what happens when I go with another airline?
Austin Terror, both sides, C7 left.
Delta 4342, contact Boston Center, 134.7. Have a good flight.
Okay.
790 Bravo Foxtrot, turn right heading 200.
800,
Booster Gate 14, descend and maintain 3000. 3000, Booster Gate 14.
Plus terminal, Canuck 1 Heavy with you, 160, descending for 10 on the Jason to arrival, ILS 27, Canuck 1 Heavy.
Canuck 1 Heavy, Boston approach, hello Boston. Altimeter 2990, advise when you have 8 kilo, and expect the ILS runway 27 approach.
This is an ATC controller that's kind of famous on VATSIM.
And we're expecting the ILS 27, thank you very much.
Boston approach, so good to hear you on frequency. Southwest 441 is at 5,000 feet. Happy New Year.
Southwest 441 Boston departure, hello, Happy New Year. Radar contact and off higher for you in just a few more miles.
Southwest 441, thanks. Russ says get ready for a 90-knot headwind to Cleveland today. Well, we got a little bit of time to kill for the VATSIM event, so that's why. Kuma's been in the air for a while. Ben Hadfield is in chat. Welcome aboard, Ben. I know, Scorch Tactics, you know Sheedy, right? Yeah, Boston approach right now, Scorch Tactics. It's Sheedy. You do, absolutely. If you are a friend, you got to get online. Sheedy's not on as much as usual. Absolutely. Join us, Boston to Cleveland. Scorch Tactics, yeah, I would definitely come in and say hi. And looking good. Looking good. Okay. Landing gear is up. Flaps are up. Speed brakes are disarmed. After takeoff items are done. Tim Dog got to meet Sheedy at FS Expo.
Southwest 441. I think I blocked that. Southwest 441, climb and maintain 14,000.
14,000 for Southwest 441.
November 790 Bravo Foxtrot, you said you have the airport in sight.
14,000, altitude intervention.
Bravo Foxtrot, clear visual approach runway 29er.
Clear visual approach runway 29er, 0 Bravo Foxtrot.
Booster Gate 14.
Let's see, on YouTube, Shuff McCann, what do you think about USA's, oh gosh, I've just heard about that sort of stuff, Shuff.
Thanks, maintain 170 knots or greater and silver fit.
It's a tough thing to talk about, just because I've really tried hard to make the spy flight a place that everybody can come and go and feel happy and calm and take a break from the crazy stuff around the world. I think there's an awful lot of stuff that's out of control in the world, and I try to keep my personal feelings about stuff out of the live stream, because this is just a place where you can go to feel normal for a while, because it's an abby-normal world at the moment. I'm not trying to dodge it, but that's what we try to do here.
Name 514, maintain 210 knots, descend and maintain
Husky, Husky Huskies, welcome back again. You jump in when it feels like too much work.
Bravo Boston departure, hello, radar contact.
The ATC has gotten really pretty cool here. AP disengaged.
441, contact Boston Center, 134.7. Have a good flight.
134.7 now for Southwest 441. Thanks. Great to hear you. Cheers.
Take care.
134.7. 134.7. There's Boston.
2 minutes. Let everyone in 2 minutes. Advise. 0 minutes. Report airborne with me. Change to advisory approved.
Release to departure on the 310 heading.
10,000 feet landing lights. Taxi light. Continuous start
Air
off.
France 2.
Cabin call.
The New York approach is offline. Frequency change approved. Have a great flight.
Frequency change approved. Thanks for the ATC. Air France 2. Cheers.
That's it. American 442. Cleveland is offline.
We're going to Bengals' hometown. We're on our way. Good to see you. Shuffin, I've got a private pilot's license. Hang on. Baston Center, hi there. Southwest 441's passing 11,000 feet for 14.
Southwest 441 Boston Center, climb and maintain, flight level 360, cleared direct Gons.
Flight level 360, and we are now direct to Gons for Southwest 441. 360, legs,
Singapore 24 5x5, and cross fuel at a maintain, flight level 200.
And direct to engage. There we go. Let's see.
Singapore 24
Z-Blue is in the exec jet.
200.
I saw you. Dad Game Time did a VR. Oh, you did VR golf. How was VR golf? That was a really nice direct. Bengals are the Bengals because I don't mind seeing Susanna Hoffs but want to skip the NFL. Are the Bengals like doing something? Man, Susanna Hoffs, there's a name from the past. Okay, I missed some chat. It was busy departure.
Boston Center, good evening, Delta 224 Heavy, climbing 7,000 for 14,000.
Delta 224 Boston Center, climb and maintain.
Kuma has left French airspace.
224. Number 0 Sierra Bravo.
Climb page is good.
Maintain 8,000, that'll be your final. And
FMC and progress. We are 487 miles out of Cleveland. So after we get to Boston, we're going to land in Cleveland, refile a flight plan for Nashville, then refile a flight plan for Baltimore.
You can taxi via Alpha, cross 33, and let me know when you're ready for departure.
We'll see how this works. I have no idea how it's going to work. They probably saw a bunch of spies coming their way and chickened out, right? That's okay. We got all the information that we need.
Jedi 80 Hotel Radar contact, climb and maintain.
Let's do
270, cleared direct J Fund.
Climb and maintain level 270, direct J Fund, Jedi 80 Hotel.
Seeing some spotty snow in this some spotty snow there.
Flight is 4 Alpha Kilo, runway 28, taxi via Alpha Charlie, cross runway 1.
Let's check all of our switches here. Okay, lighting lights are off, taxi lights off, APU is off, engine starters are set to off. We've got the logo light off, strobes and steady is on, anti-collision light is on. The cabin is climbing. We are not killing our passengers. That's an important safety tip. Manife's going to do DTW. And I think we are doing pretty good at the moment.
10 o'clock, 2 miles westbound, aircraft type unknown. Altitude indicates level 380. They're not talking to me.
Passengers allegedly happy here.
Either are you apparently.
November 420 X-ray Bravo, level flight level 140.
Okay, all this is good.
420 X-ray Bravo Boss.
Let's see what's ahead of us on VATSIM. I guess we've heard that Cleveland is offline now.
Level 300 X-ray Bravo.
November 4 Golf Bravo, maintain at 6,000.
So there we all are going out there. There's Buffalo. So there's Cleveland right there.
Bravo, descend to maintain 6,000.
Argo, since you fly in a VATSIM 737 and the MAX 8. Tim Dog is leading the pack. I think that's true. We've got Southwest 1959 flying. A Delta flight's coming up to meet us. Delta 209, low vis. No, that's 209. That's Russ is with us today. Russ is with us on this flight.
Boston approach,
United 231 Boston Center, good evening. Climb and maintain level 290.
Manistee is the green plane on the south side. So there's Manistee right there.
Reinforcements incoming. More agents join the rescue.
Captain Andy just did a raid on Twitch. Hi, Captain Andy. Welcome aboard. Captain Andy, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for bringing your friends along too. We just took off from Boston. We're planning a 3-hop right now. So we're going to try and fly this airplane on 3 flights. Our first is Boston to Cleveland with continuing service to Nashville and back up to Baltimore. So we're trying a 3-hop to see how this works. Not sure if it will or not. Tim Dog is at Mach 0.90. Oh, I have neglected to do the stud button. There we go.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
Looking good there.
Giants 86.
Sounds like right. Oh, I love flying the you're going to do Antalya in Istanbul. I really like that airport at Antalya. That looks like a really cool little airport. It's kind of close to the coast too, which is really nice.
370, correct?
Tim Dog will do Southwest after this leg.
24, climb and maintain level 340. 340.
Manistee got a big headwind. Oh, that's
Walker
annoying.
3797 descend.
Your study finishes in February. I hope it's going well for you. Cleveland popped back online. Maybe they had to go and reset the computer, take a break. I'm going to need to go and get us some additional beverage here in just a second. I'll wait till we get off line here. Oh, nope, it's going to be solid ATC all the way to Cleveland now. Full ATC.
Yeah, you have an approach request. It looks like all you can do is the one RNAV approach there. The other side's not authorized unless you would like to do a visual approach. You could do the RNAV for runway 14.
I'm glad to hear that the study's going well. It sounds like it's great, Argo.
Yeah, we'll have the weather notice now. We'll go for the visual runway 32. We'll check what the winds are.
I am out of beverage, so got to have a little bit of beverage in the cockpit or else. So I'm going to sneak over and just pour something really, really quick.
Yeah, I don't have anything for you either, unfortunately. You might be able to get something off of the...
I don't think they're going to need me, so don't rat me out here. Be right back.
That'll be up to you to kind of figure out. It's kind of been... Let me just look at Bangor here 1 second. It helps. Bangor is pretty much calm. 290 at 3. Anyway, let me know you still the same.
Okay, 290 Leon.
Director Bravo, request to step out for about 2 minutes while I'm climbing.
Was that number 0 X-ray Bravo?
Affirm.
0 X-ray Bravo, climb and maintain level 430. Let me know when you're back.
Climbing to 430, we'll advise on back, X Bravo.
Giants 89, cross fuel added, maintain level 200.
Giants 609, cross fuel 200.
Reverse 4 Alpha Kilo, wind 250 at 7, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 4 Alpha Kilo.
Boston Center, United 3442, shut down at the gate. Thanks so much for the service.
Thanks a lot, take care. Walker 3797, cross Lawrence, out and maintain 6000, the Boston altimeter 2990.
Cross Florence, battery maintain 6,000. Can we put on request DRNF 29?
Just make that request with X controller. I'm sure only a problem though. Rouge 1791, cross ebb dot at and maintain 1000. The Burlington altimeter 29901. Rouge 1791, cross ebb dot at and maintain 1000. The Burlington altimeter 29901. Rouge 1791. Rouge 1791, cross ebb dot at 1000.
Beverages
altimeter
restored.
29901.
In-flight beverages have become like mission critical for flight simming.
8 Tango Whiskey.
If you don't have your,
oh, this came back on disregard.
if you don't have your beverage aboard, you're missing stuff. Let's see, Speedbird. Hi, Speedbird. We're trying a 3-hop this time. We're going to Cleveland. We're going to continue to Nashville and then to Baltimore, all in the same airplane. No idea what's going to happen here. And it's in a Boeing, so we got a lot more buttons to push. No fear or no sense. You decide.
Southwest 110 Boston Center, climb and maintain level 380.
Tim Dog almost got handed off to Unicom until they saw. I think I just heard that. Yeah. So Tim Dog got set. Oh, I need to set
Report Golf Bravo,
level.
contact Boston approach.
There we go.
Treat, point 0.
Over to Boston approach 133.
Okay.
American 2389 cleared to the
Passing 32,000 feet. Seat belts can go to auto.
4,000 squawk 2003.
Alright, cleared to the
Seat belts are off. Passengers free to. Oh, somebody forgot to do something. I'm going to get a lecture from the chief pilot. I left my pilot door
Let me know
open.
when you're ready to taxi, expect runway 28.
Whoopsie.
We'll let you know when we're ready to taxi. And
Supposed to close the door.
Rouge 1791, Montreal is closed. Frequency change approved. Take care.
Don't want just any old Yahoo coming walking up into the cockpit.
November 9
They might spill their beer.
Delta 2893.
Yellow cards. Yep, that's a yellow card. That's a yellow card. Great hearing Sheedy back doing Boston approach.
Delta
There's a couple of flight simmers and live streamer and ATC people that haven't been around for a while. It's always kind of cool to hear them come back. You know, every now and then you'll see John Fly over on Twitch. John Fly was one of the big live streamers back when I got started. Along with people like Cat Strader and stuff like that. You know, it's still good that, you know, Jamie's still live here, and so is Chewy. You know, some of those people were getting started then too. So that was really, it was great hearing a familiar voice like that. Sheedy used to do these incredibly long event, these live streams, and do ATC for like 24 straight hours. Mojaka, yes, Sheedy is currently doing Boston approach 133.0 out of Boston. I definitely, if you feel like doing a flight out of Boston, go and say hi.
New York is closed. Frequency change approved.
Welcome in, Jessica. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back. Happy Christmas and Happy New Year. Hydrospace is going to Salt Lake.
8925. The New York Center is offline. Frequency change.
Watch out for alligators.
Over to Unicom, Delta 8925. Good day.
Good day.